smoke weed every day.
Hello, monkeys.
It's over 9,000!
What it do, 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 what it do. Should play partner Ziggy 2 times and we back at it again. Brand new day, brand new video, brand new day, brand new video. It is Sunday, man. Top of the morning to y'all. November 16th. Started up a little bit early, man. You know, I normally like to do like 10 minutes worth of that damn stream starting bullshit. But per usual, as of this time of year, I gotta go get these extra dollars, man. So I gotta get up out of here a little early so I can make sure I go get these extra bucks. So I can make sure that this cruise, when I go on vacation, gonna be extra fire. Probably not gonna spend on that Wi-Fi package. So y'all just got to get some streams when y'all get some streams. Like if I touch down somewhere and I got some little Wi-Fi to give y'all a little bit of love, I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of love. More than likely it's gonna be on Twitch only. The vacation stream is probably gonna be on Twitch only. Okay, just putting it out there. Or Instagram Live, probably one or the other. I can't remember. One of them joints. Go get the live exclusive. But anyways, I digress. We back at it. Yesterday I was sick as a dog and I stayed in bed all the way until work time, and I was sick as a dog all through work. Bad gas, man. Had me in the whirly dirly. But anyways, today we got a cool little slate, man. We got Vivca Fox popping back up doing who knows what. Zoe Spencer trying to apologize still for that essay situation. It ain't working. Melyssa Ford finally speaks about her JBP departure. And doom spending. I got 2 videos back to back from Social Simone. Hey Simone, I know you married, but I just like to say that like that. I'm not trying to flirt, but you know what? I just like to be nice. But back to back videos from Social Simone about people overspending during this pending recession and or current recession, which makes absolutely no sense to me, at least. I don't know. I mean, I understand spending because of the fuck of it, but there's also overspending because you think the world is going to end, which makes no sense at all to me. But either way, I'm not the one making the rules. I'm not the one doing this stuff. I'm just going to click the button and I'm going to talk to you about how I feel about what's going on. All right? That's just how it works for me. If my stream deck wants to work, we're gonna get this show rolling. There we go. Hear the music stopped. So I'm guessing we transition. Yeah. Let's go.
Particular place, I don't know, at an event, and she's, being asked questions, and then out of the blue, she says this.
Another thing, yesterday I didn't have no coffee. So
Don't date 50 Cent. Don't date no damn rock.
50 Cent would respond
of course
to this. He says, either way, I'ma have that ass in the Matrix. You know I love me some you, girl. But damn, it's been 22 years, Vivca.
That's crazy. Damn. It seems that the wall
So it's
will
been 22
remain
years.
undefeated until the end of time, because no matter how much an older woman tries to cope for her failed relationships, pretending to be happy throughout it and fulfilled while wasting their prime years.
Oh yeah, y'all. We're halfway through November, which means that the year is almost over. And with the year almost being over, That means we got to get ready for them tax demons. So prepare. That wasn't what it was supposed to sound like, but okay. Something's broken. We'll have to fix that later. It's always something broken around here. Just kidding. Let's get back to it, man. Get ready for that end of the year, man. It's already fourth quarter, man. Don't be the one trying to rush at the 2-minute mark to get shit done.
The blame will somehow always be on the man. The video that I have for you guys here today will perfectly prove this
Resolution
point,
is
featuring none other than one of the long-standing leaders of the wall banger community herself, Vivca.
Get me back up to 720p.
Fox.
Man.
Shout out to OJ for this one. Without further ado,
by the time February 1997 came, Vivca Fox would be in the first major movie that I would see her in, a movie called Booty Call. It was with, Jamie Foxx, Tommy Davidson, and Tamala Jones. And for most of us who were in high school at that time, we were introduced to a very beautiful, talented actress. Right. She was 32 then, turning 33 that summer. But
Jesus.
damn, Vivca A. Fox was so
she was 32.
Fine.
She was 32 in 97?
In 2003,
Jesus
50 Cent would shoot his shot at Vivca A. Fox at the BET Awards. And she had to be around 38 to 39. And guess what? She was still fine. 50 Cent must have been about 27 or 28. But their relationship was on fire.
Wait,
it was brief, but it was...
She was 32, like legit 32 in 97? Jesus Christ, dude. Like, what? Where's time gone? That was 30 years ago. No, it wasn't. It wasn't 30 years ago. It was like 90s, 2000s, 10s, 20s. Damn, that's damn near 30 years ago for real. Shit. 26 years ago. Shit.
It's very public, but still, we're talking about it today. And we're going to get back to that relationship. As time would go on, Vivca A. Fox and 50 Cent was split up. 50 Cent would transition from hip-hop into doing TV shows.
I hate when I see women have these colored contacts and their contacts aren't in correctly. So you see like hella regular color around the eyelid, the iris. When shit be looking stupid as fuck. It be looking stupid.
The movies and things like that, making a lateral move and then what I would consider a vertical move. While, Vivca A. Fox started to do stuff like, selling hair bundles and going to some forms of entrepreneurship, getting little roles here and there.
Oh,
but 50 Cent would become a man that she never expected him to become. And she would show some level...
Look at the iris. The eyes look cocked because you want to have all this extra shit going on around your eyeball and shit.
Of chagrin
crazy as fuck.
For passing up on 50 Cent.
I've said this many times before. 50 Cent was the love of my life. He was the one.
The love of my life.
Dang, kind of blew that one. Happens. I was young, had been used to taking.
You were young? Shorty, you was 35. They started dating in 2003 or something? Booty Call was in 97. 7 to 3 or 7 to 2000 is 3. So that's 35. You were 38 and you said that you were 38 and you said that you were young and you didn't know any different. You were 38, baby. You was going 40. You wasn't able to have no. Wow. Okay. I ain't asking no question.
50 wanted me to be his princess, and
oh yeah, man. Shout out to my barber. He lowered my beard, man. I had to get rid of that joint for a little minute, man. My shit was ugly as fuck. It was too bushed out, crazy looking.
Get it.
Split ends all over the place.
She not gonna get it, especially as an older woman than him at the time. But when she says she doesn't get it, what she's referring to is relinquishing this boss be independent, I am a queen mentality that she was so used to having pushed, where the idea of being treated as a feminine woman or a feminine wife was demeaning to her instead of her taking that in as a privilege. You see at the bottom here, it says, well, she finally gets it at 60 years old. And that's why this content is so important, because if you don't want Vivca A. Fox results within your life, or at least your relationship life, then ladies, MTRs, learn from her mistakes, move smarter, relinquish the feminist boss B matrix that they've sold to you to decrease the risk of having Vivca A outcomes. Let's go.
Still be beautiful. But then something started to happen. We started to see her face change a lot. And not that she was ugly or anything. It's just that her face got a lot whiter out of the blue. Now, it's not because I feel like she put on, weight or anything, because even when she was like 50, she still looked like she always looked.
Surgeries.
But then something just happened, it's like her face started kind of swelling up.
Yeah.
And then Tasha K did this.
This looks normal. Besides all the Botox, and they put too much Botox in the forehead, so it's spreading the forehead, because what it does is stretches your skin out when you do Botox, and when it dissolves, your skin gets thick. It's kind of like losing weight and gaining weight and losing weight, and the skin starts sagging, so they put more Botox in, so the face gets bigger and bigger and wider. And there's no issue with this video at all. However, keep watching.
So as it appears, Vivca A. Fox was receiving Botox injections, and it does swell your face, and then it stretches your skin out, which makes sense as to why Vivca A. Fox's, public appearance changed. And then this.
She looks like a normal 50-plus-year-old black woman. The BBL's a little off.
I forgot she got a BBL.
It don't match the legs, but Fox, who is that? Who the f is that?
Got him!
So Vivca A. Fox was ashamed of what she was starting to look like, because what she would do is post AI photos of what she used to look like, basically being ashamed of what the Botox did
the OG
to her
video,
face.
man.
Now,
this is
important because Vivca A. Fox was trying to, invest in her looks, and it appears the Botox did the exact opposite, but that wasn't the only thing that she tried to do. Tasha K mentioned it. Vivca A. Fox got the Botox, and then she also got the BBL. And this particular video went viral like earlier this year when she was at a particular, I think like a hair salon, or she had like a new hair product coming out somewhere in Texas. And she came in and people noticed the BBL. But 50 Cent decided to do something.
BBL may have 50 Cent spinning the block. He posted this to his own Instagram. Trolling.
Wait, let me see.
One thing about 50, he always spins the block. He never forgets. If he's into it with you, once it's up forever.
For real.
Now, before this happened,
50
it was
hold
like
grudges worse than I do.
Was asking 50 Cent for forgiveness, okay? But it seemed that after 50 Cent made fun of her,
I know when you get older, your ears start to grow, but god damn. She's like, what, 40, 50 right here in this picture, man. Why are her ears so fucking big now compared to just 10 years ago? How big her fucking ears are right now. I mean, not right now, but that picture with the funny looking jaw on it. Because right here, she looked kind of normal. But man, look at them ears on this other one. I'm going to pause it when I see it again.
And, she probably did
ears
remember it, and that's
real
important.
Eerie.
But at the same time, people were making fun of her and her new appearance.
So I came across this. The left side says, when you want her. The right side says, when she wants you.
Damn.
So somehow, Vivca A. Fox, when she was not looking her best,
look how big her ears is. Look at them ears. Look at them ears.
basically was being trolled by a whole bunch of people as an example of, you know, when you're hot and everybody wants you, you look good, and then when you're not, then you're remorseful. And that continued to be the messaging.
I know a lot of men are getting a lot of enjoyment out of talking about what she looked like back in the day versus what she looked like now, and why she didn't want these things when she looked her best. But let's keep it for real. Most people, this is what they do. Most people, when they look their best, when they in the best position financially, they don't want to settle down. They don't want the people that want them at that time.
Yeah, but
right?
God
They think
damn.
they got so many options. They think that so many people want them that they can keep playing around. And then finally, when that money dry up or when them looks ain't the same, then all of a sudden, that's when them standards start dropping and they willing to accept certain things. Or they keep the same standards and now it sounds delusional that they want these things when they don't look the same or they not in the same place financially.
Quick emergency meeting. I was recently searching for a name online and
you,
found
MTR,
way
man,
too
but
much
I'm not
personal
doing it.
information, which brought me down this weird rabbit hole of how that could have happened, and found out that there's companies
skip
out
the commercial, big dog. Love you
there
though, man.
called data brokers that will sell your. So we're going to draw a little axis right here. And on this side, we're going to put looks. And then on this side, we're going to put time. Now, what's the relation for looks to time? It's going to be like this downward slope on that graph, right? What happens is, and also through pushes through ideologies of the feminist movement, her requirements will be right up here with the looks. We'll write R for requirements right here. Now, what happens is, and why the beauty industry is a damn near $1 trillion industry is that as time goes on, they try to manipulate the place on the graph. So, and some of this is actually what they think is happening as opposed to how men are actively judging them, right? So like, here we go, Botox, and then they go down, and then BBL, and then they go back down. And what confuses them is that they think that it's going back up because they see a lot more dick pics into their DMs. So they're like, well, it must be working, without actually realizing that this line has nothing to do with their relationship market value, just their sexual market value. They might get a little surgery. And then the line just keeps going down, right? This is their perception of getting all of the work done, while this line represents the reality. Oh, but wait, if they never transition their R line, right, their requirements line, as they get older, which we see a lot of them do not, well, then they can never come up to the reality of where they are actually placed within the marketplace. And a lot of this kind of reassembly of the R line would actually come. You would see it live and direct on like a Kevin Samuel stream, where women were hit in real time with, you know, rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, and they would blow a damn gasket when he was helping them realize that what it is that they required out of a man was not in line with what they were generally want. Because while their line is going down over time, guess what's happening to the man's line at the exact same time? You get the drill. This happened to Vivca Fox, but she was doing this before the internet or social media was making normal people famous. Now, what modern women should be doing if they want families is to attempt to buy higher in the marketplace than later off in life. But what we're finding is that nowadays more and more people are pushing it off. Well, anyway, let's get back into the video.
Getting Botox, getting a BBL, that's struggling. You're in your 60s, you're going on talk shows, and you're talking about the fact that you want to date and guys are not dating you. And then the love of your life, the guy that you really felt like you mistreated him, well, he doesn't want anything to do with you. And remember, 50 Cent had talked about his prior relationship with Vivca A. Fox when he was young.
Mike, that's exactly what my experience with what's the name was like with Vivca.
Oh, with Vivca.
She thought I was just saying this stuff like I was overzealous. Right. But I had really the plan, like the layout. Yeah. Like, so I'm saying, and then
you had the vision.
And then she went off doing stuff that because she didn't
believe it.
Believe it. Like, and then it was like,
now them thighs don't
match. The court was
match.
dragging the horse,
right?
And then I had to move away from that because it felt weird, Mike. Like it's like our publicist and stuff was telling the stuff to do.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, this is crazy. Because she'd been on before me. And,
okay.
She was making me feel like a little boy.
So again, he's saying, look, I was trying to be with her. She was treating me like I was a little boy, and I couldn't really handle that. And then as you know, 50 Cent is still dating like women who are like much younger. Vivca A. Fox was taking her little shots here and there, but it's clear that 50 Cent's last 20 years or last 23 years were more successful than Vivca A. Fox's, and Vivca A. Fox declined in the relationship or the dating market, and 50 Cent still rose.
If you just played a feminine position at that time, who knows what that would have been, you know? Shit, they might even still be together because it sounds like he was really into her at the time.
Was able to adjust and she was not. And this brings us to something that just happened in the last 48 hours. Vivca A. Fox is at some particular place, I don't know, at an event, and she's, being asked questions. And then out of the blue, she says this.
Fire to chase after their dreams. Don't date 50 Cent, don't date no damn rappers.
50 Cent would respond to this. He says, either way, I'm gonna have that ass in the Matrix. You know I love me some you, girl. But damn, it's been 22 years, Vivca.
That's crazy. Damn.
So people basically decided to respond. He basically told her to come home. No, he didn't, boo.
No, he didn't.
He do not want her. Kim Whitley, oh, thank you, 50. Now, this is interesting because 50 Cent was thoroughly being disrespected by Vivca A. Fox. And you see what Kim Whitley is saying. Oh, thank you, 50. Basically, thank you for not humiliating Vivca A. Fox, who is known for being disrespectful to black men.
Bitter.
And she hasn't learned it in the last 61 years of her life.
Damn, she's
but
61?
Somehow 50 Cent
Jesus
must
Christ.
take the higher road, even though Vivca A. Fox doesn't want to take the higher road. And then you see this. Oh, he wasn't mean. Vivca A. has been talking about him for years. She still loved that man. Now, this is something that is also true. Again, this is something that is expected, and I've noticed this. When you're a black man, if you respond, you look like, you're not being manly. But if you're not being mean, it's like, oh, that was nice of him because she's been talking about you for years, insulting you for years, bringing you up for years. And at the same time, she's on record talking about the fact that she dropped the ball herself and she's the reason for why she's single right now.
Right.
Again, you have more ladies. This is the nicest version of petty that I've ever observed from him. You hear this right now. He cares about her feelings. He loves her for real. This is the aunt and the uncle of my family who always beef him but still love each other. Then you have this, LOL, that was a very nice response for him. The women clearly understand that what she's doing is completely unprofessional and rude, and she doesn't deserve mercy. But they are excited
she doesn't
that Vivca A.
deserve
Fox
mercy
is not being
crazy.
blasted because 50 Cent has all kind of receipts in which he could really hurt her feelings.
Well,
we've already seen how she looks at the Botox. He could go for the BBL, but he doesn't. And the reason why...
Well, they're happy that he's not blasting her because it substantiates their own lives, their own realities, because they don't want to be blasted for their own life decisions or the ways that their relationships have turned out. So they appreciate him showing mercy to her when he doesn't need to show mercy to her. Because damn, over the last 20 years, how many times have we heard bitter Vivca talking about 50 Cent trying to out him for being gay and his masculine, like all of these different shaming sign language techniques that she's always deployed. Meanwhile, they love him bowing a knee to a degree from his pettiness that we all know 50 Cent can do, because then again, it substantiates their own lives. And the thing is that I think him responding like that genuinely shows that he's completely over it, which is the way I think all men should respond in these situations to an ex or something like that. If you petty with that get back, right? That to me means that you still have feelings in it, and he obviously does not at all. But he's going to take the opportunity to at least talk about it to drive views. Bringing up one of your exes,
that's one thing 50 gonna do, man. 50 gonna make sure he troll a little bit so he can get the damn
I don't
money
know what it is. 22 years.
He doesn't. It's because he feels sorry for her.
Yeah.
And again, this is what is happening with certain brothers, especially some of the guys who are extremely successful. And then you see somebody like Vivica A. Fox, who's historically very beautiful, but doesn't have the attitude to match the looks. And what you can get away with when you're 33, 34, you can't get away with once you're 61. And that's because Vivica A. Fox did not invest in the one currency that as human beings, we can all cash in one day, which is somebody's goodwill. You see, the reality is it's okay to be beautiful and it's okay to be talented. But there are two things in life that typically hurts almost everybody. One, never being accountable for your own mistakes. Two, blaming other people for why they don't want to deal with your ass. And three, overestimating your leverage in places in which you have none. And as you get older, you have to have more leverage simply because you don't have the looks. And when you're older,
especially
you
women,
typically have to do more for a mate, especially an attractive mate. If you are a lady, especially if you're a single lady. It's different if you're like 61 and you've been married for like 30 years or 40 years. That's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But if you're 60...
You know what's crazy is throughout this, I'm also thinking about, I just did a video on Akash saying his wife is like, what, 23, 24 years old or something like that. She can do that now because he, as a husband, is entranced with what she looks like. And that bad behavior is white knighted or granted by simps in our world here today because they're enamored with what a girl looks like. But the older that she gets, or the more that looks fade, the less likely that anybody is going to tolerate bad behavior.
And you're in the dating market and you expect that somebody should just put up with you because you are you, you're not going to have very much choice but to be mad at somebody else because, well, you're 61 and you definitely won't be mad at yourself because you want to know why? That's too much responsibility. And all of this is just crash outs. It's deniability. And again, this is why a lot of guys start laughing at women, not just getting angry at you, but they start laughing at you. And this is what you're probably gonna see, a mature response from a lot of men who just don't want to be bothered. And then understanding that women who act like this won't have any leverage as time goes on. And again, it's easy when you're 25, you're 30, maybe 40, you know, you living your best life. You know, you got all things going for you. You got money. You're still sexy. Yeah, it's good to say that. But see, what happens is at a certain point, you
try to slip that in real quick, mid-sentence. Trying to be cute and shit. Nah, nigga. Nah. Cheeky little bastard, you.
You start to lose your leverage.
Listen,
you don't have to...
There's so many women that are on this trajectory as well, just within pop culture, within media. I think I heard recently that Joy Taylor just got a BBL. I don't know. Is that true? I didn't dive deep up into that shit. But the Carrie Hilsons, Mayas, right?
Carrie Hilson got a damn BBL.
Right? So many of them are heading down the same single path, but are not taking accountability for their actions.
Carrie Hilson look good, man. What you got here getting a BBL for?
They won't see it. I mean, unless they consume content from this portion of the internet, they won't see it, and it'll just be too late at the end of the day, unfortunately. And for some of them, it's hard to even blame them. No, I actually guess you could still blame them, but they're surrounded by the echo chamber. Other women who keep reinforcing the same delusion because they refuse to hit them with the truth in regards to situations as they unfold. Imagine your circle around you where it takes you to 60 years old to understand the error in your ways. They've done nothing but praise your independence while also feigning or ignoring periods of your unhappiness, unwilling to really give you the truth that can really set you free on a path towards understanding. But at the end of the day, the wall will remain.
MTR, we got to get you some damn in-ear monitors,
man. It's not even necessarily due to age, but because of pride. And also coping on top of that pride. But the pride in itself stops accountability. It stops learning. It stops growing. And you stop adjusting. I even remember Vivica's responses when, I'm going to put her face up on the screen when I say this. I remember her response after Kevin passed away and, you know, the things that she was saying. And at the end of the day, you can't even get mad at the negativity or the bitterness because you know that there's words that he said that hurt her. Some people through uncomfortable truths will learn to grow in order to get better results. And some will just blast you when you're at your lowest point. And it is what it is. All right, guys. Appreciate you for stopping by. Shout out again to O'Shea Duke Jackson. I'll leave a link to his video down in the description box down below. If you're unfamiliar with him, go get familiar. Tell him MTR sent you. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Shout out to Aura for sponsoring today's video. Use my link to get 14 days free. At least see if your information's been exposed, all right? And until next time, peace.
So, without further ado, MTR, cut through the BS like we in charge. No cap with the rappers like steel bars. I'm packing and rapping like here we are. Mediocre tutorial reviews. Like, comment, share my views. Come up and I paid my dues. Big step in my black way shoes. MTR, he break it down, yeah, it's MTR. Check out the sound with his MTR. No one put it down like it's MTR.
Come on, give me these corners so I can get up in here now.
And today we're reacting to Zoe Spencer fumbled her career. 2 days ago I was saying we haven't got no video like breaking down kind of what happened with this young lady. You know what I'm saying? The twerker in question, right? It showed this quick little clip that it looks like we're gonna get introed with, but it's gonna go deeper as to, you know, maybe what's going on. And I think before we get into it, the secession of the Soul Illuminati thing into this just
hold up. Because this shit is taking, it is doing something here, man. Hold up. Like, relax, my nigga. Relax. Got my joint looking all crazy and shit. You know what I'm saying? There we go. Now we back in there. I'm lagging like a
situation. Let's get into it, man. Let do.
My boy Astro Dior.
What do you hope he would say? What I would hope he would say?
Referencing Kai Cenat.
Yeah, because I think secretly you would like to squash this, no? I mean, yeah, I don't. Come on.
Oh, Lord. Here we go lagging. Lagging like a
I guess. Seriously, I actually like would because it's like me and him together. And like when we did have content, we were everywhere when we did make content together. I think Kai is a cool person. I think he's a very cool person and he helps people and brings people on his platform and really does magic because he helped me, you know. I don't ever take that away from him. So I would actually love to squash things if that can happen.
Zoe Spencer has had a whirlwind of a short career in her streaming era. She's created content with some of the biggest and brightest names.
Truly a plant.
Oh.
Could have easily could have like took this like you in the room with the people you need to be in the room with. You feel what I'm saying? And what comes back to my mind during the whole period of when this was going on was
where did the perception and tips
situation where she was out in public with them boys and she was acting a fool and in front of all them people. That right there, I feel like was like definitely was one of those where it's like I can't be around this person.
Becoming friends with some of the biggest streamers in the world now. I remember when she was hanging out with Ty Lil, Kai Cenat, Phantom, and the rest of the guys, even before they got to this magnitude. But after a few choice decisions, she has fallen off a cliff. Now, sure, she still ends up on streams with rappers, but honestly, these streams are the most disrespectful things in the world.
Yeah, I didn't like this.
Let me go get some booze. My bad. What? I on to the next one. Go get some titties. She's like a little A cup. She got a 0 cup.
I ain't like this. Even though she playing with on the stream like it's everything straight. I ain't like this, bro.
I ain't think that was cool either.
again, this nigga
That's
did
my little
during
crush,
this had
man.
probably been out of prison for a day.
Got a little crush
so his
on her,
mind
man.
just ain't even acclimated back to seeing women on a regular basis. But he had years before that to know, hey, bruh, chill.
My girl respect everything that come out my mouth.
It's giving humiliation ritual. But now Zoe Spencer is back, and she is trying to do everything in her willpower to clean up her name, image, and likeness, and get in the good graces with some of the big streamers again. But is it enough to erase the so-called annoying past that Zoe Spencer's had?
Scary ass.
I'm scared because you came in my room loud. Man, y'all keep slamming the door.
Happy birthday!
Get out! Cause it's like, why you
Get out my room! Get out my room, this is my room! Get out my room! Get out my room, this is my room! This is my room!
Like, you can't tell me that ain't annoying as fuck, though.
Like, for real, bro.
That shit annoying as fuck.
Kai, if you're hearing this, listen.
He listening.
We belong together.
Belong?
Get it through your skull.
With the brain.
You stupid.
You're not stupid.
I hate your little stupid, little dumb, little ass. Like that. No. Shut up while I'm talking to you. Oh my God! Yeah, I ain't never gonna see.
That was a genuine funny clip because you know at the beginning with the water and the yell in the face, it was like, yo, I halfway damn near wanted to really like slide your ass, bro. I know it was one of them where it was like I halfway wanted to like yoke you up, like, but I'm a man, you're a woman. Let me get myself together. And let me just try to retaliate in the content. Yeah,
Kai again, boy. It ain't on no beef shit. It ain't on no funny shit. Yeah, just ain't.
What's wrong with that is, why would you automatically assume that you would never be on my stream again because of me being in a relationship? It makes no sense. Y'all talk about you trolling. Let me put y'all on more game. The trolling, the slick. I've dealt with that with so many people within this. Y'all see, everybody that really watch me, people would say something and be like, I'm trolling.
Right.
Stop. That hurt. What is wrong with you?
What about, yo, get out, pull up. Talib, now, for real. You going around biting. You have bit more than 10. This a zombie. Bro, Zoe Platt the eater. She's a zombie, bro. Every male she streamed with, she has to make him feel uncomfortable. Bro, can you do content without humiliating? Seriously, can you?
The bite hurt.
And it's crazy that it went to go on. No, that was in 2025. The twerk thing was in 2024 when she humiliated. But it was true. Like, he was being straight up. Like, when So came through with all that info, it really like shined the light. Like, damn, you really can't. Like, you really have to humiliate niggas. And have you noticed ever since when she's toned down on the humiliation rituals with the niggas that we have seen a lot less of Zoe Spencer? We don't see the clips the same. We don't see the clips like we did. She need to humiliate somebody for this to pop.
Heard around the world. Probably the moment that Zoe Spencer took things way too far. It's a stream in which there was an AMP NYC New Year's Eve party, if I'm not mistaken, and Zoe Spencer did her normal Zoe Spencer antics. But there were specific key moments of that stream in which a lot of people noted as being too far, most notably the bite.
W-Dre, I got y'all dude. Y'all can start sucking dick now.
I bit him. Say hi.
I bit him. I
didn't even get to do what I wanted to do, my nigga.
No. She's crazy.
What has now become like an internet meme, it was something that honestly was embarrassing. It was over the top. You in a room full of the huzz and you biting on the niggas. Like that's a crazy concept. I understand why somebody could be mad at that. And although the bite was playful, it was still over the top in the type of environment that they were in. Now, a bite could probably be brushed off. That wouldn't even be something that we would be talking about. Zoe doubled and tripled down on her antics in that same exact stream.
My raindrop, I am the sea, with you and God with.
Look nigga puffing these niggas. Like, it's to the point where it's like, at one point where we probably would have went and said, oh, hey, all right, let me play into this. Now it's like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you got to remember, this is a 30-year-old man, and this is like a 27, 28-year-old man. Like, it's maybe what Rakai, maybe if Rakai was introduced during this period, Rakai, Ray, and all them, maybe this would be easier for your situation, but not here.
I'm so beautifully. It's good. What the fuck, nigga? I'm trying to look the fuck good, nigga.
Nobody likes you.
Have you cringed enough yet?
Oh, God.
Well, strap yourself in.
Nobody likes you. Straight. That's the conversation where niggas have had that conversation when she was gone. Like, I don't rock with you. I don't rock with Shorty, bro. She's annoying.
The stream where the relationship becomes unbearable, and this is the exact moment that Kai Cenat and the other members of AMP as the moment in which they ditched the Zoe Spencer experience because she just didn't know how to handle herself in public.
I just don't like the fact that your man's is spilling shit on me. You got niggas spilling shit on me. You not protecting me. You're not doing shit, bro. He spilled it on you? He spilled it on me. You're not doing nothing. I just came. Yo, that's real nigga shit, bro. You didn't even pull up with nothing. You a bum ass nigga. Hey, don't talk about dog like you, nigga. I literally just got here. What the fuck you talking about? Whoa. Who you? Did you call me? I apologize. So, cause you be wilding on me. You call me a bitch? You calling me a bitch in front of all these mother people, nigga? Hey, cut it.
Yeah, that's crazy work. I ain't gonna flex. But didn't change facts. Facts are facts. You've been biting on people and shit like that this whole time. So yeah, they probably called you a bitch. I mean, what was the problem? What's the problem?
This is such a hard watch.
Nigga, f you. Nigga, I'm embarrassed you, nigga. You calling me a bitch in front of all these motherfuckers. Yo, it's quiet. I don't even know. I don't give a f if it's quiet. Fuck, I don't even see nobody, nigga. You calling me a bitch?
Now, I don't know if you've ever been in those types of situations where if you take a moment to just look around, the room is quiet, everybody's got their phones out, and you are the center of attention. Mind you, this is in the middle of a party. This is in the middle of everybody celebrating and having a good time. There's no reason that you should be the singular moment unless you have like an ego problem. And Zoe Spencer goes on to explain later as to why she did what she did. It's a messy situation from top to bottom.
Hey, what's good, y'all? I'm back again. And I've been putting a lot of people on to this program called Free Cash for a while now. Check out one of my supporters that had the biggest payout that I've seen yet from all the DMs y'all sent. And I promise you, they've been hitting me up saying that they've tried it and it's worked. They've been getting cashed out, and I love to hear that because it genuinely actually works. And don't think I have not been seeing y'all's comments saying things like it doesn't work, you're supporting a finesse, they're trying to take your data, and it's not true at all. And the fact that y'all would think that
I'm not watching a commercial either if I didn't watch MTR's commercial, and I fuck with MTR. I've been watching MTR since before I even thought about streaming.
There's a possibility for doing something that y'all already do should really be all the convincing that you need, bro.
The one that still had 40 seconds of cringe left in it. Now that was September, the last time that Kai said that he saw Zoe Spencer. But seeing as to how they did 20...
The nigga said it's over with. After that, it was all... At that moment, it was over with. You know, now it's the public... It's different. The stream embarrassment... You know, but now it's the public. It's like, all right.
5 streams in 2024. Nobody thought anything different. This was just another Zoe Spencer being Zoe Spencer moment. So when it came time for Kai Cenat to announce who would be at Stream University, you would think that Zoe Spencer would be on that very short list of people to be there. She wasn't. And when Kai Cenat addressed this, he finally unearthed what a lot of people behind the closed doors were saying about Zoe Spencer, is that she is embarrassing and she does too much.
September 24th, Drewski Show. I never got to tell you how that shit made me feel because of who you are and how your humor and like how you are as a person. I dead ass for the first time, and my bad I didn't get to like talk about it with you, but like felt secondhand embarrassed, like felt embarrassed. If y'all see that clip, like at one point I told her to chill because like bro, there was like a lot of going on, but you know Zoe is like very, you know, she's very outgoing, like she's very positive. That's her shit. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not even gonna put that past her. But right there, something felt off.
Kai, This is for you. If I offended you in any kind of way with that clip, I do apologize. I don't ever like to make anybody feel uncomfortable.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
You can't say that while actively making everybody around you uncomfortable.
You don't like it whenever it comes out, but like, this is what seems like this is the issue. I'm gonna play devil's advocate, be on her side here. She doesn't know how to tell when somebody is embarrassed or is uncomfortable in the moment. She can only sense, so she can't read the room. She can only sense when somebody is uncomfortable when they directly say, I didn't like that, I was uncomfortable.
Cool with that shit, right?
I don't believe that, but if that's the case, all right. You definitely know when somebody is uncomfortable in the moment. You've said this already.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You apologize with other thing. This one is starting to be a trend here. It seems like you're not aware of.
We're doing parlays right quick. So
you're not able to read the room or be aware of somebody's uncomfortable in that moment. And I doubt that. I doubt that. I think it's what it is there's so much love. You're getting so much love in these moments. Everybody's ha ha he he, but you are willing to go further you were willing to go further for the clip. You seem like she's matured in those other clips, but it's like
she's been clip
you gotta
like a motherfucker.
Full like, hey, I was doing too much. I was trying to be a certain person and run up certain things. I saw my emotion going so crazy. Like I'm thinking this is what I'm supposed to do. I see the uncomfortableness and but no, you can tell. But you just need to be straight up, like just as what it is. I know what I was doing. You feel me? I'm apologizing now for taking it the way that I did and becoming jaded to this success thing and seeing my career go up. That's what I'm apologizing for. You feel me? Not that if I made you uncomfortable, I didn't know. No, yes, you did.
That's not what I was like trying to do.
Come on, bro.
I didn't even think you would feel embarrassed because of that. Just because like there was times where like that same kind of banter happened. Like there was another time you like called me a bitch before and we react like that. So I assumed like we were doing the same thing. So if I like offended you or like if I embarrassed you in a way, like I apologize. I did not know.
Now her apology to me seems sincere, and she honestly opened up conversation as to what's going on in the streamer world. Why does everybody feel the need to be over the top in order to get the clip off? And do they not know how to read the room? We've seen it multiple times this year and in the previous year of streamers, especially newcomers to the game, go above and beyond for content. And I've made claim on this channel that they're just imitating what they see on screen. But the major difference is that, I don't know, Kai and Phantom know each other. They've known each other for multiple years. So if they start to go over the top with each other, then it's okay. But ultimately, a lot of newcomers this year have ruined their relationships because they have just gone way over the top. I think about Corey 2U, who comes to mind.
This was a real situation. This was a real thing that happened. I thought this was part of a joke they were doing this whole time. This was a real thing. Like, I didn't believe it. If y'all remember my reaction to it, I didn't believe this was actual. Like, I was like, I feel like this is a bit, but it seems that it wasn't. Let me go to Corey 2U's page now. Where has he been? Because he had a crazy run after that, but did that just cook him? Corey 2U, did that cook him? Where's his page? I think it's an Corey 2U. Here he is, 27,000. He was on Kaisanet stream a month ago, 64. Meet my new crush, 134. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's been working nearly as hard. Has he been streaming at least? Maybe that's where he's doing his thing, ain't it? Stream 129,000. 5 months ago. Okay, 16 hours ago, 4 days ago. So he's still getting a bit of people watching his streams. It looks like 3.1, 1.5, 9.4 this day, 4.4. That's maybe an average of 200, 300 people maybe. So he's getting some 493 subs, 490. That's almost around $1,000 a month. He's probably earning something. But yeah, it was a good trajectory at one point. Popular. Let's sort by that. There's another guy that needs to be a video made on. Yeah, look at this run. Look at this is when he was going crazy. 3 to 5 months ago, his life was changing before his eyes. But it has unfortunately took a turn due to poor decision making, it seems. And this is a lot of people's problem. Like, it's like, you got to remember, a lot of this is just in a person's body, in their blood.
Right.
For instance, with me, I had the option when I first started to do certain things. Like, people will say, a lot of the people that know me in real life, right? A lot of the people that know me, that met me, like, that I've met through the concert thing, Cloud, Yo-Yo, Berto, Don. The ongoing joke is that Dior is always too cool for school, nonchalant guy that is just, bro, this nigga Dior just got to be too cool. Like, he just has to, everything just laying into him. He got to be too cool, bro. It like when I was starting my career out, Berto was saying, like, you know, he was trying to get me to do certain things to nothing wild, but get me like out of body to, like, you know, to be more in the content space. And it was just like, him knowing the type of person that I am, I don't do that. I stay within the realm of like how I am, because people gonna rock with how I am. I don't feel like I gotta do the most. I'm gonna get lit sometimes. I got my version of goofiness, but like, it's just different from what somebody else's would be, right? That's the ongoing joke, that I'm just this too cool for school nigga. And it's like, I don't know, from whatever insecurities I have within that don't allow me to act or be super wild, goofy, because I'm really goofy with my family or my girl and like people that know me. But like on camera and stuff like that, it's just not me. But especially with new people, if I don't know you, it's gonna take a while for this shell to break off, and then I show you something else. But that's just me. But certain people, I feel like, I say all that to say, certain people, I feel like, see this light, and they think that in order to become this, I have to get stupid out of the body to change my situation or become a certain type of thing. And it's just not true, bro. It's just not. Like, this is probably just how certain people are and just how they act. But sometimes I think they get in front of that camera and they say, I'll take it up another level. You feel what I'm saying? It's things that just wouldn't even cross my mind, to go into another man's room and dig through his drawers, finding his things to act like I'm about to sell it for a stream. Wouldn't even, like, I couldn't even process that idea. You feel me?
And with the whole Your Rage chain incident. Now, even though Zoe Spencer did apologize, it was a little too late. The community started to openly drag her. Content creators from left, right, up, down started saying, yo, I never really rocked with Zoe Spencer. And from the graveyard of streaming, Soulluminati, for what seemed to be like his only stream of the year, came back to ether Zoe Spencer.
So you didn't make it, and now you throwing a nigga named Zeddy under the bus because he's not a streamer? Maybe they see the potential in him. Like, no hate towards whoever this girl is. No way you got your ass on and cried because you didn't make a university, bro. Like, this bitch is a grown woman. And I seen what you be doing. That masculine, you the type of, bro, that masculine ass shit you be doing, you the type of bitch that'll bite a nigga dick while you sucking it. Like, we can't trust you.
What?
I wouldn't put you on at all, bitch. Maybe you should just focus on becoming a better creator, because the masculine shit that you doing, no nigga want to be around that. And I wouldn't even bring you around nobody. After a while, you would just become annoying. Seriously. And that's probably what Kai see. Maybe you just an annoying ass female. It ain't even got to be nothing deeper. You don't have to come, I don't know why. Just take a look back at your track record and look at what you was doing.
And knowing how and who Zoe Spencer is, she responded exactly how you would think. I mean, she blacked on the world. She blacked on Soulluminati, just kind of distanced herself from everybody. And this moment specifically is the one where the streaming world distanced themselves from Zoe Spencer.
Every stream, I will call you a ass nigga. I don't even know you until now. I don't even know who the you were. Yo. Hi, how you feeling, my heart? I didn't even know who you were
yo, you're cooked.
Remember when Silk Vocals was free only on Black Friday? Or when IDX dropped free only on Black Friday weekend? Well, that's not an accident. Every Black Friday, Waves gives out one of their best new plugins for free. And this year isn't going to be any different. They're already hinting at a new plugin that looks kind of analog to me. But here's the catch. It's only free during Black Friday weekend. If you miss that window, you're going to have to pay. So do yourself a favor. Sign up right now so that you can get it for free as soon as it drops. Don't cry later when you have to pay.
Y'all never want to see black women really excel. It's scary. All you niggas is gay.
Now, after distancing herself, whether by force or by choice or by whatever you want to say, she started to go down this path of aligning with a bunch of different streamers and content creators and rappers who were for more or less on the fringes of society. Well, she had the opportunity to go to Silky's house, who was another New York-based.
So this was after.
Streamer with Nina Lynn. She assaulted somebody, which we know that story. We're not going to rehash it. And since that crash out, she's been totally distant from the streaming community, having her go down the paths of hanging out with these rappers who want to sexualize her, become a humiliation ritual in her own right, and even having her past resurface with the essay incident that happened earlier this year with Silky's assistant Saeed. But here we are where Zoe Spencer wants to redeem herself. She wants to get back into the good graces of the community, and she's going on her own version of a press run, starting with Angie Martinez in that interview. Now, I watched the entirety of the interview so you didn't have to, and she's basically up there explaining her side, why she was aggressive in this moment, the third moment, and how she was ultimately blindsided by the conversation about her embarrassing Kai Cenat.
Him asking if I could go to the first Mafia-thon. He had the first one. I texted him. I was like, hey gang, I'm gonna come out to LA, and he responded to me, and then he did it. And then it never spoke ever since then.
Since that moment.
Yeah, but it was never like a problem like with texting. There was never like a problem in text messages. That's when the whole you embarrassed me came out. And I'm like, what?
But I can honestly say that Zoe Spencer seems to be remorseful of her own actions and understanding that there is a new place and space for her in Twitch. And it doesn't necessarily have to revolve around being this ultra aggressive person, not being able to read the room and hanging out with these types of streamers, which I think is a big deal and a big revelation, especially because on this platform and on other platforms and hell, in the community as a whole, we are critical on women streamers, specifically the desire and need to be male-centered. Now, while she does want to get back into the good graces of Kai Cenat and potentially hang out with him and rekindle the friendship because, you know, they were good buddies at one point, it doesn't seem as though she is still begging to be with him. She's still not blacking out. She's just being her normal Zoe Spencer self. I think if she can get into her own lane, which a lot of people have been asking her to do, she can still be successful and still be a
I think so too. It's such a, like, bro, if she can find how to make that median, like just the, I'm lit, I get crazy, I'm funny, but I don't take it too far and too crazy, bro. She's official. She's great for this. She's great for being an entertaining person, bro. That's just a skill you have to if it's even a skill, but you just have to develop the mindset to be able to say, probably shouldn't do that.
Trailblazer in the industry, specifically from the female perspective. But I don't know, maybe I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. I know some people are going to tell me, Omar, you are making not big enough of a deal of her essaying somebody. I do quite honestly think that
again, I don't think she's getting the same treatment as Nina
is a serious situation, and she did try to apologize and all that, but that doesn't take away from the fact that she did these things. But if she is going to exist on the platform, because I can't deplatform her, at least she is going about it in a much smarter way, in a much remorseful way, and she doesn't seem to be following the footsteps of the other perpetrator in the situation and just saying, yo, screw everybody, I'm a crash out.
Look at this, man. That being said, y'all let me know what y'all think, bro. Like, give us up, comment, adventure channel. I appreciate your grief. We are gone, man. ADD, lad, dog.
J.R. Smith, a fucking Knicks legend, with the with rings from the Lakers and the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's crazy. When was he playing for the Lakers? I remember him playing for the Lakers, but did they say so? Is it a crime? Do-do-do. All right, here we go. Melyssa Ford
John
says
Wayne
JBP
Gacy,
is
same
misogynist.
thing. Like the evil.
Why they don't ever do the positive stories? Meaning, like, because all of this, I'm not saying it's not true, because it's definitely true, but propaganda works both ways.
Mm-hmm.
If there was a network that showed us, these great men who did right by women and, protected women and held women down, your perspective wouldn't lean so much to, men ain't, I gotta go with the bear.
No, trust me. I place in my algorithm men that I know there's a guy named Will Hitchens online. There is this podcast. It's these 4 young black boys. I can't remember what the podcast is called right now, but I mean.
Oh, you're talking about.
It starts with a J.
Jammin' or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah. They're from Chicago, I think.
I love them.
Mm-hmm.
I love them because it's just, they take men and brosphere and red pillars to task, and their rhetoric is so respectful towards women, and they just have so much common sense for being so young. So I follow them. I follow Deontay Kyle. I definitely have an algorithm full of men that are allies to women. But I will also find myself in the comment section of certain things, and it's just it's very polarizing, and it pulls you. And especially, I've had my own experiences of being around a certain type of a certain group of men who exhibit groupthink, and that groupthink tends to lean very misogynistically. So it has an effect on you, as somebody who's just kind of like absorbing it simply just because I'm a woman and I'm the woman in the room kind of thing. It's just.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the reasons and some of the things that people have been speculating about when it comes to why Melyssa Ford decided to either leave Joe Budden's podcast, amicably split with Joe Budden's podcast, or get fired from Joe Budden's podcast. Joe Budden's podcast, though, continues on. Here she is having a conversation with Charlamagne, which I've watched a lot of this, because what I try to do is I try to give the context of the full conversation so that I can give the context behind why she's saying what she's saying. And the context behind this is basically red pillars, misogynistic, enemies of women, choose the bear. If I met a stranger or the bear in the wood, I'd choose the bear. At least I didn't know the bear was trying to rape me. You know what I'm saying? So this is the narrative. And then Joe Budden obviously responded and said, there it is. And he just kept it cool. But here's the fact of the matter, right? We're acting like Melyssa Ford, first of all, does not have a reputation for being in the streets. That there's not only rumors, but claims from different people and rappers and her association, aside from her history. And we all got a history, right? We all have a past. Some of us don't have a past similar to Melyssa Ford's, but people have a past, and she's acting like that past wasn't lived out publicly in our videos, and her being associated with certain entertainers and rappers, and that she's not still single and giving bad takes on a regular basis, not only when she was on the Joe Budden podcast, but also on her own on different platforms where she didn't necessarily have any emotion. And so now, I think the biggest thing about this whole situation is that it seems like a betrayal, right? Because let's be honest, nobody was checking for, and nobody was looking at Melyssa Ford and having a conversation about whether or not she needs to be a voice that we listen to in these streets, in these pod streets, in these YouTube streets, all of that. And I'm not really sure how good her platform is doing. I can look it up really quickly just for the sake of conversation.
It ain't.
But
She ain't
Joe
really
Budden
post shit since the
probably
shit went
gave her
down
the
anyways.
best look of her life
Because all of that was
when
part of
it
the Joe
came to
Budden
the
podcast.
visibility, regardless of whether or not she left,
The Joe
regardless of whether
Budden
or not
program.
she agreed or disagreed with their take, and whether she could take it or not. 55,000 subscribers on YouTube, and so that's a good thing. Congratulations, 55,000 subscribers on YouTube. But Joe Budden, who's, if I'm not mistaken, is probably past 1.2 to 1.5 million subscribers on YouTube, gave her a good look, right? Like, seriously, he gave her visibility. He gave her an opportunity, and then more importantly, 1.5 million subscribers on YouTube, he gave her motion. And so because he gave her motion and because he gave her visibility, now she's over here kind of throwing him under the bus and throwing the fellas that's on the pod, her fellow podsters, under the bus, when she could have just faded into oblivion as a relative unknown. And the only reason that we having a conversation about it right now is because she was with Joe Budden. And so that's the biggest thing that I take from this, is that why is there so much treason? Why is there so much
dissent in the ranks,
negativity associated with it, to where you felt compelled to say something negative about a person that made sure that you got more visibility and put you on and paid you? I don't understand that.
I listen, are there fuck boys out here? Yes, but I still believe in the circle of trust of humans. And I believe that the shooting percentage when it comes to the circle of trust of humans is still very, very high in spite of all the bullshit. And what do I mean by that? We wake up every day, every single one of us, and we trust that we not gonna go crazy. I don't know none of these people in this room, but one of these motherfuckers could go crazy and fuck up the whole day for everybody. You could go to freaking Dunkin' Donuts and order a coffee, and it's that one person in the back who might decide, I'm arson in her shit. Or you might get in the car with the Uber driver and that person decides to run off the road. My point is, we don't think about that type of stuff. You don't go into Dunkin' Donuts and think somebody's gonna put arson into your fucking drink. You don't order the Uber and jump in the car and think this person's gonna run me off the highway. You don't walk in rooms with perfect strangers and be like, okay, who's gonna be the person that shoots this shit up? So there's a circle of trust that exists amongst humans. And in spite of all of the bullshit, we do pretty good at making sure that all of us are safe and protected. So I can't base everything off, just the bullshit. Now, do I, raise my daughters with that mentality? Yes, but I also let them know to be aware. Just like right now, I'm aware. I wouldn't walk in here with my own shooter if I wasn't aware. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the mentality you have to have. It's the reason we have life insurance. Like, you have to be prepared. You don't want these things to happen, and you're not even expecting these things to happen. You're just, I guess, prepared if they do. But imagine if we had to wake up every day and just not trust anybody.
Exactly.
I mean, that would be really isolating. But
you're kind of doing that with the men.
No.
You started it off by saying, fuck niggas, get money. That's basically what you said. You was like, I don't want to be with nobody.
No, it's not that. I'll be completely honest. It has nothing to do with me not wanting to be with anybody right now at this particular stage in my life because of this massive career transition and spiritual transition. I'm having what I now understand as a spiritual awakening. And it has been so powerful that I don't think anybody needs to be there at this moment. I need to be here with myself and integrating everything that I've learned, in a very short amount of time, especially at the retreat that I went to in Mexico. I'm at a point in my life where so much new information is being downloaded from source. I don't have anything to give to anybody right now because I'm still receiving.
I understand.
And that's literally it. Like, I have hope or a belief that there's the imperfectly perfect one out there for me. The source knows. I don't. I trust that they've.
Come on, man. Stop all of this nonsense, bro. And maybe this is where the whole podcast bro sphere part starts to come into fruition, because Come on, bro.
Stupid.
Like, you done been around the block 1,000 times. What are we talking about? Why are we even having this conversation about this foolishness? We know what it is. We know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. I'm not even going to deep dive into that. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. T Townley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. Peace.
Just sounds goofy. They ain't even. I thought that they was actually gonna break something down. They ain't break nothing down. They just said a bunch of bullshit. Just said a whole bunch of bullshit. Whole bunch of nothing. It was a big nothing burger.
So I made a post and said that I'm not going 50-50 with a grown man. And this man commented and said, but you go 100 by yourself. I gotta do all this extra.
Wow.
To make your life easier because you just want to go half.
So if you don't have your body done and you're not a 10, these men want you to pay 50-50 of the bills.
No, I'm good. Because looks can only get you so far.
Black women are the most respected and unprotected woman species in the world.
Like, we fought back when we love back when, but why do y'all hang out with the niggas or with the niggas that don't with us?
I walked up to a shuttle driver with my luggage and he made me feel like I was a nobody.
So I made a post and said that I'm not going 50-50 with a grown man. And this man commented and said, but you go 100 by yourself. Exactly. So if I go 100 by myself and I'm a grown woman with a kid and I'm taking care of everything by myself, why would I get with a grown man and go half with him?
So you can have more.
If I wanted to go half with somebody, I could get a roommate. I could live with my sister, I could live with my brother, and we could bust the bills down. As a grown man, matter of fact, let me backtrack. There is no such thing as 50-50 to a woman. Let me tell you why. Because you still want me to go to work, pay half the bills, and now you're adding on to my responsibility because now I only gotta not just cook for me and my kid. Now I gotta cook extra for you. Now when I gotta wash clothes, it's extra clothes. I gotta do all this extra.
Wow.
To make your life easier because you just want to go half.
You can't make this up.
Oh no, sir. No ma'am, no ham, no turkey, no wings. This ain't Thanksgiving, baby. I don't want it. So if you looking for somebody to go 50-50 with, go get your roommate. But me, as a grown-ass woman in my 30s,
sound goofy as fuck.
I'm not going 50-50 with no man. Each his own. But
so you telling me, and this is just an extreme example, your current rent is $1,500, 2-bedroom, 1,400 square feet, right? You're telling me that you wouldn't want to split 2,000 for 2,000 square feet straight down the middle. So a band to band. He pay all the car, he pay all the other bills, all the tertiary bills. You take care of the kid, and then we split responsibilities as far as the child rearing and groceries and laundry and clean up and make and keep up of the house. You're telling me you wouldn't want to do that? You're saving $500, and and not only that, you're saving on every other tertiary bill. You telling me you wouldn't want to do that? You'd rather just pay $2,000 flat out by yourself for the bare minimum? And where is that fiscally irresponsible comparison to the other one? So what are you expecting?
But if
I just don't be understanding. What are you expecting?
You can too. If you're not here to help carry the load and lighten mine, what you here for?
She said, how is that not lightening the load if I'm taking away the idea that you have to pay for all this extra shit alone when you can get an upgrade, pay less than what you were paying before, and still live completely fine? I don't understand. I don't understand.
said she was 30. She said, take care of you with my kid. She made it sound like it's a sweet deal to go even. She made it sound like if a guy's desperate, fiending to go 50.
Right. Uh-oh.
Nobody's fiending to go 50-50 with you. Nobody wants to take care of you and your child. And I bet you she wants you to take care of her and give a bunch of money for the kid.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she means by 100%.
Well,
And you know what man is saying?
kid is not yours
you
at all.
crazy? And then on top of that, you look like a noun later. This girl's walking around like, guys, I remember when I was younger, I was born in 81, right? I remember they had the now and later flavors. They had like the cotton candy and the blue raspberry. That's her. A blue raspberry now and later. She's in her 30s at that.
Now and later.
And how does she sound? Straight from the gutter. Somebody help these ladies.
They can't be helped. That's why they in the situation they in.
50 men. And then most of them are saying, we need black men to protect us.
Yeah.
And we're going to get into that during this video because it's getting out of hand. Men are getting tired of it.
Two things can be true at the same
If you don't have your body
time.
done and you're not a 10, these men want you to pay 50-50 of the bills. It's giving they're broke. How about that? Watch it.
It's a crying shame that these women would sacrifice having a guy that'll pay half of the bills and they get to save a little money while he get to save a little money. Like, this is not the 1920s where women can't work. You know what I'm saying? If you really love your dude and you solid and sticking by him, man, don't listen to what social media telling y'all about what's going on. Dude, stop listening to these IG models that y'all see, man. These IG models, they are selling it outright. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep up with them type of bro. These bro got surgeries, all type of stuff going on. They live in an unrealistic fairy tale land. And they are very beautiful. And they have access to the top richest men in the world, athletes, entertainers, and all that type of stuff. If you a regular woman thinking you can't go half, a regular looking chick and think you can't go half on bills with your dude, you crazy. You know what I'm saying? We gotta know what we got in the sexual marketplace.
And some wings on a charcuterie board.
Sometimes I look myself in the mirror, and sometimes I check my account. I be like, man, I ain't finna go talk to this chick. Chick got driving. Man, I'm talking about it look like, motherfucker look like she do a whole lot for herself. I stay away from chicks like this sometimes, because you know what? I check where I'm at in the sexual.
You ain't even got to do all that, bro. I guarantee she got more debt than you. She riding around in debt. And if a wheel pop right now, she ain't going to have it. Don't even put yourself in that situation where you over here comparing your pocket to these women. Then they got people up there that's going to give it to them for however much they want to have it for. You know what I'm saying? Don't be out here putting yourself in these situations where you out here comparing your bread to what these women got going on with their bread. Because your bread and their bread is two different things. Trust me. They spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars a month on makeup just so they can get a nigga. They spend thousands of dollars a month on hair so they can get a nigga. Only to be thousands of dollars in debt, saying that they don't want a nigga. Don't listen to these people. They're crazy. They're crazy. Find you one that wants you and wants everything wrong with you to come in the package. I guarantee you, if you find a woman that loves every part of you, willing to put some in, willing to have a stake in the situation just as much as you having a stake in the situation, is going to love you and your dirty draws and everything that comes with it. And I guarantee you she's going to be appreciative of whatever you do bring to the situation too. Besides meat. Just the same way you're going to be appreciative of whatever she does outside of her situation. Besides, you know what I'm saying, the cooch. I'm just saying. These folks got to get up off their high horse. And quit acting like they don't need help. I'm not in a situation where I need help, but I wouldn't mind some. I already got my crib. I'm paying this already. I ain't worried about nothing with this. Now, if somebody would to come through and cook every blue moon, do a little bit of laundry, clean up, dust the motherfucker up every once in a while, I wouldn't denounce it. But you're gonna have to come up off of it. Some besides just coochie, because I'm giving you dick. That's a fair exchange. So if you coming into my humble abode and you trying to do something besides just kick it, then you have to come up off of it. You have to bring something to the table besides just coochie. Because that's not gonna suffice. I'm giving you dick. That's a fair exchange. That's just how I feel. You need some stakes in the game too. You need some skin in the game too. It's like you placing a bet with $0 and expecting to win everything.
I tell myself, nah, I'm good. Because looks can only get you so far. Can I pull a woman that look real good, that got her own everything, like really, really have emotion?
You know what's funny? She's trying to play him and he's cooking right now. Men are saying no. And she, like the other girl, like Now Later Head, that's a new name. Now Later Heads.
Now Later
right?
Head.
And her, with her snap-on weave, Now Later Head and snap-on weave, it's trying to make it like the man is not making sense. He's making total sense. Right now, hard times are upon us.
Like I said, she's eating wings and Frostistos, whatever those are called. I can't remember what they're called.
What's wrong with you?
Fried up, flattened pieces of potato.
The woman gonna want to go to Barbados,
on a
Turks and Caicos, all this shit. Get what? I can't just up and go to
with
Turks
dry
and Caicos.
cold slaw.
I gotta go to work on Monday.
Like,
and that might throw her off. See what I'm saying? We gotta know where we at in the sexual marketplace, man. Do not let social media trick y'all. There's nothing wrong with going 50-50 with your spouse, man. Do that together and stack that bread together. And stop looking at social media, man. I'm gonna tell you the real.
They're not trying to stack bread together because they want you to come with all the bread already.
You have no choice but to pay 50-50. And that women need to
That's not what he's saying, but all right.
That man also said
that ain't what he's saying, but all right.
Better if two people could pay their bills and save.
Oh, absolutely.
Let me break down what 50-50 is. Okay, 50-50 was created by men. They want the whole illusion of them having their own place, but not really having their own place. And they can stack at the same time and bullshit at the same time. The 50-50 would never work with a woman.
Stack and bullshit at the same time.
A woman still has to be a caretaker to this man.
No,
she has to cook, clean, give out all her emotions.
See, that's the problem, is that they're equating this shit to the worst of the worst men, the ones that are not going to do anything for them besides just come up here and take from them. So, why would you go 50-50 with a man that ain't even got nothing established at all? He has absolutely no kind of emotional intelligence. He has no kind of regular intelligence. He has no kind of financial intelligence. Yeah, if you go 50-50 with that, then you're going to be out here left dumb and stupid and then destitute. Yes, that's what's going to happen. But if you go out there with a dude that actually has some stuff going on for himself already, and he says, hey man, let's do 50-50, he does not mean 50-50. He means more like 70-30, 80-25. Because he wants you to have some skin in the game. Again, who gonna let you bet to win $1,000 with no money down? Who? Why do y'all want something for nothing? And why do y'all think like coochie is good enough payment? You just being around me is enough payment for anything that I got going on right now financially. Who told y'all that? Where does that work? Can you go to the bank with no collateral and ask for $100,000? No. So why would you think that you can do that from a man? Why? They smoking dope. Smoking dope. It's crack.
He's siphoning her energy. He's taking up all her energy.
That's the shitty man that you dealing with.
Or
That's the shitty man that you dealing with.
She can because she has to go home and be a caretaker. The woman ends up doing the most in those relationships. Women that's in
the only reason why you got to be a caretaker is because you come with a kid already.
And they end up looking drained and feeling drained.
The fact that you are condoning another black man's BS is unbelievable. So when you read and heard the words do better, you said, I don't give a F. That is unbelievable. I have never felt so disrespected by a black man
Feel
for
disrespected.
no reason.
I think that your white appliances in the background are completely disrespectful. Do you hear me complaining about it? No. I'm gonna let you live. You literally spent more on that whack ass Hollyland lav mic that you're using for TikToks than you did on the apartment that you're probably living in. And you think I'm gonna listen to your financial advice? You have white appliances. The stove was probably $200. The refrigerator was probably $4. And you want me to listen to your advice? You have a white laminate floors in your kitchen. And you want me to listen to your advice, financial advice. I guarantee you got a kid already too. Maybe even 2. And you want me to listen to your expert advice on how we're supposed to be living better. Right.
I walked up
Makes
to a
sense.
shuttle driver with my luggage, and he made me feel like I was a nobody.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
That is not okay. But the one issue that I know, I wasn't the
I'm
first
confused.
person that he did that to, but I was the first person that challenged him. And you know how I know? It's because I talked to him in a tone that was lower than my normal tone. I wasn't condescending. I did not disrespect him in front of anybody else. I pulled him to the side, and he decided to go off on me because he knew that he was guilty and he didn't want to be called out about it. And clearly you're condoning the same exact thing. So ladies, I am letting
If he
you
went
know,
off on you
as
because you
black
said some
women,
wild
we
ass
are
shit,
on
that's
our
not
own in this
that's
world
you holding
because some black
accountability.
men
That's
are
getting
just not going to
you're getting
protect us. As you
accountability.
can see with this
You're gonna
comment,
listen to
it
what
is
this man got to say. I
unbelievable,
mean,
and
what are you
I
expecting?
am so disappointed. It's pathetic.
One moment of honesty. I know people don't like that word. That term is
Beggars.
icky, honest, blah. Cool. I know my bio says I listen and I do judge. But for right now, no judgment, all right? You take a man or a woman on the streets asking people for money or for food. Are they not called beggars? Hold that thought. Let me land.
Let me
Now, you
land.
take a woman that's not on the streets. Well, yeah, that's not homeless. Let's say that. Asking a man to pay for a lifestyle,
He had to
to
change
pay
up
her
the
rent,
word.
to pay her bills. Is she not also a
beggar.
beggar?
That's a good point.
I mean,
fucking
where do we draw the
beggar.
line between a homeless man being a beggar and a woman that has a roof over her head being a beggar? Balance the scales.
$2,000 rent by yourself, he's putting 1,000 and you're putting 1,000. But what about your other debt before the relationship? What about your credit card bills?
Why am I worried about what you had going on before the relationship? You telling me you broke before the relationship? What did I just say earlier? Y'all can rewind the tape. Rewind the tape. You heard what I said earlier. They're coming with debt. They're barely above water. And they want you to come in there to alleviate all of the living expenses so they can go tackle this debt. If they're a good woman, they're going to try to tackle the debt. If they're not, then they're just going to hold their money for them and then skim off the top so they can get some off of you. For you to pay their debt and their livelihood. Come on, man. You hear what's going on? Look, listen to this woman. This girl that's eating off a fucking charcuterie board. We're supposed to listen to her. We're supposed to listen to her. Eating off a charcuterie board with dry coleslaw.
Your car note. The groceries. Is he going to put half in the groceries? Is he going to cook the groceries? Out of these 50-50 relationships, the man is only paying half of the rent. He's not giving no money for groceries, and he's not helping you cook the groceries. He's not helping you clean the house. He's not doing the laundry. it's only just the rent he's only giving money towards. He's not
Quit
giving
dealing
money
with these
towards the car
brokies.
note.
That's
He's
all
not
they
giving
doing.
money towards the electricity.
Why would I give you
He's
money
just
towards a
giving
car
money
note that you
towards
already
the rent.
had?
Only work if
The only way, and this is something my mom told me. If you can't afford your cup keep, then you don't need to be dating. So if you can't handle your own cell phone bill, I'm digging in your phone all the time. If you can't deal with your own car note, I'm using your car when my car is out of gas or my car is in the shop. No questions asked. Because if I'm paying for it, I'm going to use it. And I don't care which way how that sounds or where that's going to break down. If I pay for it, I'm using it. Take with that what you wish, but that's just how it go. It ain't happening. Why would I pay for your car note when you had the car before you met me? Why would I pay
everything
for
is
your
50-50.
debt if you had the debt before I met you?
Every
Like, come
single
on.
thing. And then that turns very petty.
Come on.
Some guys go
Come on.
50-50 on everything. It's a new day, ladies. When I was back in the West, I went 50-50 on everything. Actually, sometimes I find myself going 70-30.
Exactly.
Not on the bills. I found myself going 70-30 on I was cooking the most. You know how long that lasted. I don't play that. I had to put that to a halt. You ladies have to understand. See, when a man does more, that's when you get lazy. I've saw it myself with my own two eyes because it takes you out of your element. And they complain the same thing, but if a man is doing more, you do less.
And they still gonna complain.
Make it make sense.
That's the thing. That's the thing that kills
50
me.
is
They're gonna complain
okay,
either
well,
way.
since you're using this soap, you got to give me half of the soap. And you got to give me half of this and half of that. That would be too much. The only person benefiting from 50-50 is a man.
I wonder why they left.
He has money to give you half the rent, and the rest of the money he stacks up so he could figure out if he wants to be with you or not, and he has an escape plan. And he also has extra money for other bitches. That's the reason why 50-50 would never work. When they do 50-50, they're less loyal to you. They didn't put that much in. Once they put a lot more into that
Man, it's
relationship,
the
they're going to be a
exact
little less
opposite.
grimy.
Shawty, it's the exact opposite. Because guarantee, if I'm paying for you to be around, any second I can get tired of you and I don't want you around no more. Any second. Just the same way when I have a chick come through and I pay for everything around here. As soon as I get tired of you or you say something crazy to me or something like that I don't appreciate, I'm kicking you out. I'm taking you home. Hey man, you ready to go? What you mean? You ready to go? What'd I say? Don't worry about it. I mean, it's not about that. I just don't want to. I don't want to be bothered right now. I'd rather take you home. We can leave it on good terms right now. You good? You ready to go? I got a chick's shoes still over here in the corner. Y'all probably can't even see it, but I got a chick's shoes still over here in the corner next to the front door because she ain't never coming back. She started asking too many questions. I'm like, nah, this is my shit. You can leave. Oh, really? That's how you feel? Yeah, I'll take you home. She grabbed all her shit real quick and she left all kind of shit here. She got some leggings over here, some earrings, some flip-flops. She ain't never coming back. You know how easy it is to me to let some shit go that I'm paying for? If I'm paying for it, I don't give a fuck. 100% paying for it, either I'm gonna keep it up or I don't give a fuck. You know, I be beating up shoes left and right because I paid for them. I can go get another pair whenever I feel like. Like, you're an expense. And if I gotta pay all the entire expense all the time just to be around you, then I'm gonna find a reason to not have to deal with that if I don't want to deal with it. Now, if you're around and I'm pigeonholed into the idea of, damn, man, that extra $600 is, she coming through and paying that $600. You know, that's easing that money up off my back a little bit, man. Oh, she coming through. She cooking a little bit. Damn, man. You know what? I ain't trying to let that go right quick because I actually like having money in my pocket right now, man. This is kind of cool. And even with my ex-fiance, we were splitting the rent straight down the middle. Everything else was on me. All your car note, your phone and all that, that's all on you. But the rent, straight down the middle, right? Now, I cook sometime. I clean. When she started acting real finicky and weird, and I kicked her out, I was a little salty because I had to come up off of it. I had to come out of pocket that extra $750. And I was down bad for about 4 months. She took the bed, she took all the little bedroom furniture and shit like that because I put all that shit, I sold all my shit when she came through. So now I had to go buy all that stuff again. And had an extra $750 on my head. You know who didn't lose a crib? Me. You know who did? She did. It didn't hurt. It didn't hurt me in the long run. In the short run, I was a little hurt, down bad, sad. I ain't got nobody to hold at night. I ain't got no bed to sleep in. I'm sleeping on the couch in my own damn crib because I got a couch that I own. Like, yeah, I was fucked up for a little minute. But as soon as I wasn't, I never was again. Think I'm worried about the little $750 now? Shit. Sound goofy. You sound goofy.
Okay? A lot of women could tell you this. I don't know anyone that's doing 50-50 and is working.
You sound goofy.
They are acting like it's working because
She
they're
lied.
still in love with the man. But once they fall out of love and they realize that, damn, I did so much. And
This is the problem, right? Because when you say that, that's a bold-faced lie.
Bold-faced.
And guys know there are a lot of couples in the West going 50-50 and it's working. I see people at the upper echelon of life going 50-50, right? You have a doctor with a doctor splitting the bills. You know what happens? That man doesn't mind taking 100. Say if she has a child. He says, okay, I got it. That's usually what happens. But if a man is just going 100 and he may not be making that much money, that's where you come in with ladies saying, I need a man making 100,000, 120,000. They always say this, but that man is not coming.
this relationship, and the only thing he did was give me half of the rent. Half of the rent. That man winds up leaving that relationship with so much money.
In regards to black women not being protected, let me first state the obvious. No man should put his hands on a woman. We desire protection, but sometimes what we don't understand is that true protection comes with a level of control. Bodyguards are a good example. A bodyguard will make their client leave from a dangerous place. The bodyguard has to know all the details: who, what, when, where, why, and how. And the client has to listen to the bodyguard and follow the instruction that the bodyguard gives them. It's really an agreement between all parties involved. When the person who needs protecting does not follow the instruction and the direction of the protector, it puts the protector in a situation where they're more likely to lose their life. I have 4 brothers and a father, and I listen to their instruction even when they're not around. They have told me to stay away from certain places if I'm by myself or if it's late at night. They've also advised me not to be drunk or high in certain situations. Even though my brothers, my dad, and the men in my life protect me, I in turn protect them by listening to them and following their instruction.
Thank you.
They don't have to come to my defense in some wild scenario, because if I listened to them, I wouldn't have been there in the first place. And this is another thing I feel like is pertinent to say, and I know folks ain't gonna like this one. I don't have sons right now, but when I do have sons, I'm gonna teach them that there's a difference between diamonds and dirt and rubies and rocks. Rubies and diamonds are often in jewelry stores. They're in glass cases, they're secured, there's an alarm system. There's a lot of layers of protection because those things are valuable. But you could pull over to the side of the road and find some dirt and rocks. Expecting a man to risk his well-being, his future, and his life on someone who does not see value in themselves or the man is asinine. That's a very asinine thing to ask. All I'm saying is protection comes with a little bit of sacrifice. It comes with a little bit of control. And me personally, I feel that what I have to sacrifice and the amount of control I have to give up is 100% worth it to receive the protection that I've been getting my whole life.
Said it. Now, that is protection. And she has black men protecting her. The black men who should be protecting her, her brothers and her father. But what does she do? She listens. As the other guy said, right? I listen and I do judge. She's doing the same thing because she's listening to her father and her brothers, and she's judging y'all.
She's listening to the protection.
All I see on the internet is black men downing black women every day. In our comments, it's way more men. I would assume when I started this journey that it would be women hating on women. Every bad negative comment about me is mainly from a man. I rarely see a woman comment negative. And I didn't know men were so catty like that. And so quick to want to put a black woman down. Like, she's trash. She's this, she's that. She's like the most horrible things you can think of. And I'm like, who raised y'all? Because I come from a generation and my dad and how I was taught, like, I never see my dad talk down on a woman like that. Even if he can't stand this, he's not going to sit in my face and pillow talk about another woman or bring her down. He probably did it behind in his own room, like,
That's
this
what's
bitch.
up.
You know, but it was never
They
that.
wouldn't do it in
and I
your
feel like
face.
Black women, all I see on the internet is how white women are better. American, non-American women
you're
are
looking
better.
for that kind of
This
shit.
and that
That's
are
why.
better. And it's like, have your preference, but don't bring us down while you're doing it. If you want to be with a woman that's not American or not white,
that's what you
do
see.
that. But stop referencing
You get what you
it to
see
a
out
black
here on
woman.
social media. It's
Because
an
when black
algorithm
women get with
based
white
on
men,
AI.
they're not talking about black men are trash. They're just loving and living their life with this white man. Period. And it's like, you don't have to sit here and down the other race because you don't want to fuck with them.
Sounds good.
You don't have to do that. At the end of the day, if you want to mess with a white woman and an Asian woman and this woman, go do that and leave us out of the conversation. Period, point blank. And I think that that's what the women are frustrated about. And if we have an opinion on this, we're aggressive. See, she has too much of opinion. That's why they don't like you. That's
too
because
much
you talk
dip
too
on your
much.
shit.
You're loud.
It's time to stop. No more.
Okay.
Come on, Zach Ertz. Give me them extra couple yards. And A-Chain, I don't know why. I thought that was rush and reception yards, man. Fuck. I could have got that A-Chain prop already. Is it a crime? Do-do-do.
Yeah, see what the brother was about to get into, and he probably wasn't, but you ladies don't like correction because I'm one of those brothers, right?
Talk to him.
And you see men talk about it all the time down in the comments. A lady can look at one of these videos and see the problem. I show the problem constantly. She watches a couple of videos. She may watch the channel and say, oh, they're bashing us again. They're bashing black women again. You don't think it's called for? It's definitely called for. Correction.
I wouldn't say it's called for.
Things need to
like,
change. The ladies in the future need to see that's not okay. Little boys and little not listening. Need to see this. You know what they say all the time? The revolution will be televised. It will. It will be live in 3D and pretty soon in 4K. It's gonna be a long ride.
You can't
Winter
be
is coming.
40 years old still begging.
Yeah, they can.
Let's go back. You can't be
Yeah, they
nowhere
can.
near 40 begging men for money.
Let them beg.
I'm on TikTok and I see
Let 'em beg.
grown women begging for money.
It's okay. You can let them beg. It's okay.
2019. It's not hilarious.
I don't mind.
No more.
I don't mind letting them beg.
Like it's
They can beg.
weird now. It's therapy time. Like about a good 80% of y'all either have kids or you single, no kids, and you still begging. Then you wonder why, oh yeah, when Mr. Samuel said winter was coming, oh no.
I ain't never watched this video. I didn't know that was coming.
Here.
Winter is coming.
Okay. I don't know, but I always see y'all with these lace fronts that, you know, cost some money. I see you with your nails. I see you with those purses that are expensive, unless they're fake.
Yeah, they fake. They fake.
I don't know. But, oh, wait.
See, the thing about these, man, and I told y'all this a while ago, man. I own a couple Hermes items. These bitches be walking around here with these fake ass Birkins with no other Hermes purchase. You know, you got to spend like 50, 60 bands in Hermes to be able to get even. You don't get to walk into the Hermes store and say, hey, I want to get this right here. It's $60,000. Oh, well, here goes 60. You can't do that. That's how they keep the exclusivity how it is. They keep the price up because everybody can't just go get one. So when you see these women out here with these damn Hermes bags and you don't see them wear no other Hermes, they got Birkins, but they ain't got no damn Hermes flip-flops, no perfumes, no bangles, nothing. They got that shit from China, DHgate. Cause they don't care. It's the same thing with, like, if you go to the Rolex store, every blue moon you might be able to go get you a classic black dialed, no date Submariner. You think you finna walk up into a Rolex store and go get you a Paul Newman Daytona? First purchase? I don't care how much money you got. You can't get that. No. You think you finna go get you a Panda? You think you finna get one of those the nicknamed Rolexes on your first purchase? Your first purchase? No. You're not even in the accounts. We don't even have nothing set up for you. No. No, you can't get a Sprite Rolex. No, you can't get a Coca-Cola. No, you can't get a Daytona. No. You want to get a Batman, a Batgirl, a Bruce Wayne? Fuck no. You're not even in the accounts. You haven't spent $1 with us before. Go to one of them secondhand people. Go get you one of them ones with all them weird ass diamonds in it that we didn't authorize you getting put in there. Just like Jay-Z said, man, what the fuck is that? Them ain't Rolex diamonds. What the fuck you did to that? You think you finna go to Patek Philippe and go get you a Nautilus, and you ain't never bought no watch from us before? No, take your ass to the secondhand store. Go get what you can get over there, because we ain't playing that shit. I mean, what make you think, man, everybody faking and flogging out here, man? And once you know what's really going on, then you start paying attention, and then you start looking at everybody a little bit different because everybody's over here fucking around. It's flex. Super flex. Flexy and fool.
Y'all went to Dubai.
Boo boo on your chest.
Some of y'all went to Dubai. In Dubai?
Boo boo.
Oh wait. Oh, let's not go. Don't bring that up.
The boo boo.
So I just caught a snippet of this video on TikTok.
Boo boo.
Of
just a little bit of boo boo.
Some guy. I guess they were having a podcast or whatever. Don't even know his name. I think it was. Well, he had like red hair or whatever. Kind of sound British. And he was arguing with a black woman about the fact that he doesn't like black women because he can't put them in their place, and everything just escalated from there.
Ooh.
First of all, you're entitled to your opinion, you're entitled to your preference, right?
This girl looks like Steven Jackson.
Just in the way that he was speaking to her. And when the video panned, and I saw that there were other black men in the space, and nobody tried to like tap him and be like, yo, like, you know, pull it back. that bothered me.
Oh yeah. I remember that video. I did that about a month ago with
right?
old buddy.
But you don't have to be
The
disrespectful.
ginger black
as a
dude, the
man, there's a
extremely
certain way
light
that
skinned,
you speak to a
albino
woman that you
almost
approach
black
to-
dude.
That you approach a woman, and that wasn't it.
And then all them women
And to
was over there
have
acting like
other men
hyenas and shit. They was
in that
hooting and
space
hollering and
that did not try to de-escalate the situation was crazy to me.
cutting them off and shit.
Like,
clock that, clock that. You don't remember that? Yeah.
And maybe they
I know
did
y'all
intervene because again, it was
Shit
on
weird as
TikTok, so
fuck.
it was a little snippet. But from what I
Weird
saw,
as fuck.
it didn't look like they did. And
A couple of dudes stepped in, but then he proved them wrong. He proved them right.
how do y'all feel about that? Like, how do you feel about
He proved
being
himself
around
right after they did step in and try to stop her or stopped him from talking how he was
Let
talking.
me speak to my black women. Black women, how do you feel about being in situations with other black people and let's say, you know, a black man is being disrespectful and there's other black men in the room and they don't stand up to defend you. And not even when I say defend, I'm not saying like you gotta fight for my honor, but it could at least be like, yo, like relax, you know, like let's have a different conversation, or let's chill.
You can't say let's have a different conversation. This is the conversation we're having. It's a podcast.
Escalate, but this was in a protected space, right? So clearly this person was invited there or whatever, and they all knew
It's
each
a
other.
podcast.
They were having a conversation or whatever. I don't think it should have escalated like that. I'm sorry. He could have said what he wanted to say in a different way, bring his tone down, and just not have been so disrespectful. I don't know. That's just how I feel about it.
Take his tone down
Listen,
and not be
couldn't
disrespectful.
even listen
Man,
to what the man
smoking
was saying about
dick.
his preference, because the call was coming from inside the house. Okay. Whew.
Yeah, the call was coming from inside the house. That means you probably need to listen to what he had to say. Seriously, like what are y'all talking
Like,
about?
You can't even say one thing without a bitch asking you for some money. Like, you be like, damn, shawty, you feel me? You should goddamn add this to your nails. Make it pop. You gonna pay for it? God damn. Ask a bitch, shit, you ate today? You gonna feed me? God damn. These bitches out here be want to get taken care of. Bitch, you is not my child, bitch.
Black women are the most disrespected and unprotected woman species in the world.
Playing victim is it's an easy way out. Yeah, it's a laziness.
Understand me on this. Now watch the video of a black woman being attacked for a parking spot by two Latino men and a Latino woman. And a black man filmed the shit, nothing. And several other Latino men watched and did nothing. This is the world we live in as a black woman. And me as a black woman trying to do a picnic on Pier 46 with other black women was harassed and asked was I'm gonna barbecue, grill, what time I was leaving by a black officer. This happens to us all the time, and I wanna ring the alarm. Because sometimes the black man is like, oh, I'm being realistic to you black men. You guys have to sit down and remove some of the niggas from your group, because they're literally, they don't give a f about us. And y'all be like, we for black women, we love black women. But why do y'all hang out with the niggas or fuck with the niggas that don't f us or protect us? That's what we got to get to the nitty gritty. And I have a list of niggas. I have a list of names that I'm going to try to have conversations with these black men, because they don't protect black women and they don't stand up for us. So I want black men to have these conversations with black men. I'm tired of black women having these conversations. I'm not having a conversation about a black man protecting me when I protected your fucking ass for generations, centuries.
You
we have to
didn't,
come
but
to a better
alright,
place.
whatever.
So black men, I want y'all to stand up and have this conversation with black men. Like, look, we see that you don't like black women, because we see that you like to abuse. We got to get to the nitty gritty. We're black men that actually black women and hold us to a high standard will tell other black men, we can't if you don't feel the same. Fix it, Jesus. I hope you can fix it. That shit should have never happened in Queens. And whoever's in her family, anybody
If your family member's in distress and calling you and saying some shit going down, get the there. Get the there with bells on and ring them bitches. Because black women are unprotected and disrespected. And it don't gotta be by race. Anybody that is brown paper bag and darker, you are black and you have experienced the shit I've experienced. I don't give a what language you speaking. Fix it, Jesus, I hope you.
Weirdos.
If you get stuck.
Freaking weirdos. We're gonna go on and skip the rest of this video, man. I ain't even gonna
It's
flex
very
to you.
dope.
It's like 3 minutes left. We're gonna go and skip to the next one, man. I ain't got that much time. I forgot I was leaving early. It's already.
What's the closest to begging that isn't begging that women do? Oh my God.
Yeah, they be dry begging. What you mean?
Oh man,
It's called begging
my
still.
my phone bill is due tomorrow. I don't know how I'm gonna get this money, man.
Just my finances.
Damn, I don't know why
It's
T-Mobile hit me with an extra fee.
finances. Jesus.
Damn, that's happened to me.
People. It's 120 of y'all. If we get 50 people to spend me $13, we'll be good. And no, I ain't ending my life after we get the money and all that good shit. No, we gonna go to Kroger and we gonna put it in the money order.
Niggas be wondering why you don't fuck with them, nigga. I asked you for food, you huffed and puffed. Can I get another nigga?
The only type of niggas I like is the niggas who see and do. I don't like to ask and I don't beg. So I be...
Now, I ain't saying you gotta spend money on me. Like, you don't have to. But, you know, if you do go up a few notches. Like, you skip the line a little bit. So, you know, just do with that information what you will.
I got a question. Why do men be so offended when you ask them for money? I do not get that. That just indicates you're broke. Ladies, serious question. Why are y'all so okay with begging? Why is it so trendy to ask every man that you encounter for something? Are y'all less fortunate? Y'all walk around like the Salvation Army just ringing a little bell. Every nigga that you go past. I need to pay for this. My bills due. I need my hair done. My nails done. Please, give me money. Give me the money. I'm broke. Please, give me some money. I need a money. Like, that's what y'all be looking inside of like. And then, when they tell y'all no, y'all be mad at them like they owe you anything. Y'all don't want to ask some of these niggas their name. How was their day? Do they need something? But y'all so quick to just pour all this neediness on these men. Who wants to deal with that? Y'all not their child, but y'all acting like y'all want them to be your daddy, and that's your problem. A relationship is a partnership. You ain't supposed to be taking from one person and not giving nothing back into them. And a lot of y'all women just out here looking for someone to take care of you in all the wrong ways. Yeah, a man is supposed to spoil you, but you have to earn the right to be spoiled. It is not to be expected. It is not to be demanded. Like, but that's another problem. Some of y'all be doing way too much that y'all don't even have to do. You gotta do all that much for a nigga to want to do something for you. Baby, step your game up. Begging assholes. I'm tired of seeing the begging assholes.
She's not the only one tired of these women out here just basically doing digital panhandling and begging online. Guys, there's a popular trend on X right now where men are showing screenshots of women in their DMs begging. And of course, none of us will be shocked by this, but it is giving us a whole lot of insight on some of these financially scrapped women.
First clip. Hey, louder and better than the others. Hi, send money and I'll believe you. I'm fine with you not believing me. Oh, wow. And she said, hey, can you pay for my nails, please? The first thing. In exchange, because I'm like, oh, if I'm just paying for nails to fuck, shit, I'm there. I'll send you a pic when they're done. I would, but a broke bitch make me nervous. I love it. I love it. I love it. Shorty said, babe, pay for my lashes. Left on scene. A smart man. Could have just said no. I was finna text back, actually. I ain't heard you in months. Could have said hey first. LMAO, hey. They $50. You got me? Wait, they 45. Now I can say no. Me personally would have said fuck no. Bitch out of goddamn mind. Waited months. Shit. Now for me personally, this is my message. I remember this because I met Shorty at the club and I hit her because she wouldn't give me a phone number, so I just took the Instagram, whatever. Usually I don't do that, but I just did it. And Shorty said, I love saying this when we get past the phone games. And she said, my love, what are you talking about? If you want to see me, pay up. $500 the hour. And I'm like, what the hell?
Hey, I'm sorry, but could you possibly cash at me 20 to get an Uber to my dad? I wish I had it. Sorry, love. It's all right. Hey, would it be cool if you sent me 20 to 25 so I can order breakfast? Was that a yeah or I'm sorry? This is the second time you've hit me up. Asking me for money and you only hit me up to ask me for money. Go get a job. Like, I know times are hard, but you don't have anyone else to ask because it's like you're practically using me. Like, that's fucking rude. I do very much have a job, by the way. I've hit you up twice. You can relax. All you had to say was no. It cannot be that hard to say no. Like, my God. So why the fuck are you asking me for money? Fuck out of here.
Right.
Watching Big Mouth. Shit, that feeling of not having bud is trash. I know. You should fix that then. Oh yeah? Shit, what's up then? You should send me money to cop now, and then we can match tomorrow night. Huh? After I get off of work. Shit, or I can just smoke you out. I would, bruh, but I'm with my girls right now, and they don't want me to leave. That was my first thought. Laugh my ass off. If you're broke, just say that. Damn. LOL, I ain't broke. Just not a piggy bank either. Gotta look out for myself and not some girl I met 2 days ago. You feel me? He got a point. He got a point. Depends on the rest of my day. How far are you from? 34 minutes, but I don't got gas to be driving like that. Unless you give me gas and still bless when I pull up. Shit, I got gas money. Crib isn't free though. What about Monday though? Yeah, I'm down. You taking me out to eat? Uh-oh. I would dead appreciate it. Oh, laugh my ass off. You trying to make me the method I see. Cash out money, then
Make
block.
me the
I hear about your
me the
tricks from
method.
TikTok.
Trying to make me the method.
Ooh, hope you ain't talking about me. What? Nah, that's girlfriend-wifey activities. You want something casual. If you want, you can pull up next week and I'll get you gas in person. Bye. I ain't no dumb bitch. I'm good. I was just trying to see where your head was at, but I'm good. Take care.
And I must say, it was good to see a lot of these men was not going. They was not going to let these women play on them like that versus the simps who have caused this problem. You want to know why these women are this bold? Because there has been weak beta male men that's been sending them money, not even knowing these girls. It's like, no, bro, don't send her a dime unless she's your girlfriend or wife. And even then, that girlfriend part is suspicious too.
To all my good ladies, I'm going to show you the games that these bad ladies play. And to all my gentlemen, I'm about to show you how not to simp out. Check this out. Question was asked by the young lady, what are you doing? Man responds, I'm working. She then says, well, that's good. Man says, what are you up to? She says, lying down. Then you see two opened pictures here. Apparently, these were very risque pictures. She immediately comes back and says, baby, can I ask you a favor? You can ask. See, that's how you answer it, gentlemen. I need $100. Nope, I'm not a simp. Disappear and then come back asking for money is crazy work. Girl, get your ass out of here with that. You tried, though. Then she responded and said, what you mean? And I'm saying, what the fuck you mean? Why you out here disappearing, ghosting people, then you need something from a man, and all of a sudden, you want to send him risque pictures? All of a sudden, you calling him baby, and you ghosted this guy for 3 weeks?
Can you bless me with something?
Oh, gosh.
Money-wise. Please.
Can you suck it?
What?
Hi, man. Asking for some money. Sure, 7 style. So, let's see how I go. Hey, babe.
There's a beautiful girl on my phone. She is just like absolutely stunning.
I feel pretty today.
She is like took my breath away just now.
Are you working hard or hardly working?
I'm working very hard.
Very hard. Oh wow. So anyway, babe, I need your help.
What's up?
I need some money. I had to help my mom with some things yesterday, and I need to pay a bill. And I was wondering if you can help me.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
When do you have to pay it by?
Like tomorrow.
I ain't got nothing until next week.
Next week. I was talking to my friend earlier, and I was telling her, and she was like, well, why don't you just ask the guy that you're dating? And I was like, well, I could ask him, but I know his money is kind of tight right now, so I didn't really want to ask you. Well, I'll just figure out. I'll find another way to get it.
I can definitely. They never scheduled the bank appointment. That's when they took the money out and put it in the local bank.
Mm-hmm.
They never scheduled the bank appointment until next week.
I'll figure it out.
I don't have access to.
She said I figured it out twice.
Mm-hmm.
You heard me?
Figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have money that I don't have access to.
Yeah, I don't want to watch no more of this. I ain't gonna flex, man. This is annoying. Because I already seen most of these videos. They just rehashing it and dude is talking about it, man. So we're going to go to this doom spending and then we're going to get up out of here, man. I got 2 videos of the doom spending with Social Simone. One of my new favorites. One of my new favorites. She one of my favorites.
If you spend a penny on the iPhone Pocket,
What do you think? Do you like it?
If you actually spend $130 on the iPhone Pocket, then you're past the point of no return. It could be the worst product ever dropped by Apple.
They try and put it out as like a statement piece. That's something that you add on to your outfit because people gonna know, oh, that's $230.
I really feel like they're scamming people into getting that so that way more phones get stolen, aka more revenue.
Wait a minute, she might be onto something. Apple is set to release their newest product, which is the iPhone Pocket, and it looks just like a $230 sock. What in the 2025 is going on here?
Yeah.
Apple, you got some explaining to do. Because what is this? This is it.
Are you serious?
And I know what y'all are thinking. I know a lot of y'all are Apple lovers, so I'm gonna cut y'all some slack. And I don't want to tell y'all what to think, but look at it for yourself. Doesn't this look like a 12-year-old could knit this together? You know they be putting some stuff together in art class. And the purpose of the iPhone Pocket is to carry your phone, your iPhone. You might be able to fit some chapstick in there, as you can see. Other than that, that's about it. So if you want to make yourself an easy target to get your phone snatched, this look like the product for you. I'm just saying, everybody knows what's in this. And I said to myself, who asked for this? And why is this product so expensive? There has to be more to the story, Apple. And y'all, I am now on the Apple website, and it says here that this is an iPhone accessory, a special edition. Get it while it's hot. The product comes in 3 colors. Looks like it comes in this blue, cinnamon, and black. All for the low price of $229.95. That'll be well over $230 after tax. And it says here the product will be available on the 14th of November. Now let's read the official Apple Newsroom release, because this right here is wild. Introducing iPhone Pocket, a beautiful way to wear and carry iPhone. Now, wear your iPhone. Apple, y'all can't be serious. Is the iPhone Pocket supposed to be cosplaying pockets? Cosplaying purses? 2025 a little bit too much for me, but I digress. It says here, born out of collaboration between Issei Miyake and Apple, iPhone Pocket features a singular 3D knitted construction designed to fit any iPhone. Oh, that explains why this sock is $230. It's designer. So apparently Apple is trying to enter their luxury fashion era. Now the article goes on to say that the iPhone Pocket is inspired by the concept of a piece of cloth. Oh, that's what it looked like. It looked like a piece of fabric. What do you mean inspired by? That's what it is. And y'all done slapped a $230 price tag on this. And who wrote the article? Because y'all should have left that out. Y'all. Apple, tighten it up. And it continues on to say, again, this is a 3D knitted construction and it's designed to fit any iPhone, as well as all pocketed items. And from the space I seen on there, wasn't much else fitting in there. You might as well just carry a purse. Put it in your pocket. That'll save you $230. Look around
Just
Apple,
put it in your
the
pocket.
room. People ain't got it right now. And here y'all go again with this hoopla. Every holiday, I be trying to tell y'all, they be plotting on y'all so bad. And somebody is going to have this item right here on their Christmas list. Watch. And y'all over here talking about it's 3D knitted construction. This is a sock. Are we looking at the same thing? They describing it like AI built it or something. And for the price y'all charging for this, Steve Jobs himself should have a personalized note in there. Cause y'all not about to convince me that this is worth $230. And I'ma check the fabric, and it better not be polyester. Let me keep on reading. It says here, iPhone Pocket features a ribbed open structure with the qualities of the original pleats from whoever this designer is. You know what? This is seeming like a glorified laundry bag. I'm honestly not seeing the appeal. If you get you some long socks, you know them long socks that a lot of people wear whenever they trying to dress up? If you tied it at the top and got two of them or something, I don't know, get creative, make something happen. But I feel like if you tied the ends of two of them long socks and sewed the bottom to the part where your leg go, that's exactly what this will look like. Tell me that's not what this looks like, y'all. Let me keep reading. It says, born from the idea of creating an additional pocket, it's understated design fully encloses iPhones, spanning to more of a user's everyday items. So it's a pocket for your pocket. It really seems like Apple is saying, hey, why carry a bag when you can carry a sock? You know what? This iPhone Pocket is a product for people with commitment issues. Do you want to store your stuff or not? Because what are you putting in it? And I get it, Apple. Y'all want the iPhone Pocket to be down like Brandy, but it's not getting down like the purses. It's not even getting down like the pockets in my jeans. You want people to walk around like a walking lick, and everybody knows what's in this. And they know you gotta have some money to pay $250 for this. Now you walking down the streets thinking you're fine. Going to the coffee shop, and Apple done set you guys up. They done help the robbers out.
I'm
now
talking
it's a stick
about.
up. Let me keep on reading. It says here, when stretched, the open textile subtly reveals its contents and allows users to peek at their iPhone display. Yeah, because it's see-through. It's giving Casper. It has holes in it. Are we looking at the same? Y'all want people to squint through some yarn to see their notifications. I am actually appalled and taken back by this. Who typed this? Are y'all serious? It goes on to say, the iPhone Pocket can be worn in a variety of ways. Handheld, tied onto bags. Isn't this like the whole purpose of the thing anyway? Y'all are showing the shortcomings. Or worn directly on the body. So you're gonna have socks on your feet and two socks tied together with your phone hanging on the side. Okay, got it. Got it. 3 socks total at the same time. And once y'all show me who is wearing a phone sock on their body, I'm instantly gonna know who can't stay away from the iPhone, who loves Apple. I will know you are a die-hard Apple lover. You're a stan. And then Apple keeps on going on about the color palette. Clearly, the audience is the fashion girlies, and they go on to say it's available in 8 colors. Actually, it says here that the short strap is available in 8 colors, and the long strap is designed in 3 colors. And this is the long strap that I just showed you guys. This is going for $229.
That's the one that go across the body.
The short strap is going for $149.
That's one that you can just add onto your.
And this is even, I don't even know which one is more disrespectful. Why is this little piece of fabric $149? But at least here, you got a variety, right? You got 8 colors to choose from. Okay, the design director that partnered with Apple had this to say. It says, iPhone Pocket explores the concept of the joy of wearing iPhone in your own way. The joy of wearing your iPhone your own way is killing me because the purpose of the phone was never to wear it. And I think we're getting away from the use cases, why we do what we do.
Honestly, if I'm paying $1,700 for a phone, plus the case, plus extra storage, and I'm walking away paying $2,000+ for a phone. I mean, I kind of do want to wear it. I kind of do. I ain't gonna lie. I would want people to, I personally would not want people to know that I had this. But the idea is that if I paid 2 bands, I kind of want it to be known that I just paid 2 bands. I mean, that's how it's breaking down to me in my head.
We do. I never thought that we would be having a conversation about how to wear a phone, but here we are. Phones used to be just to make sure you had constant communication with the outside world. But we've now got to a point where we need to wear the phone. You know what? I blame overconsumption. And it really started with the Stanley Cups when you think about it, because people used to start dressing up the Stanley Cups and putting all these accessories on the Stanley Cup. They had a Stanley Cup on the Stanley Cup. All these little trinkets. And the whole point was to drink out of the mug. And somehow it became a collector's item. And then people weren't even drinking out of the actual mug they were buying. And I think these companies are seeing that. For one, people just like to buy stuff, and people love something that's
Well, I mean, the
quote unquote
Stanley
limited
Cup went from
edition.
$30 to $200. So, I mean, yeah. So now you got to accessorize it because now it's an everyday item.
Sense, but the way they accessorize it is so unnecessary that they can do something like this and charge you an arm and a leg for a sock that will hold your phone, as if you don't have pockets or a purse or a fanny pack or even just a hand. You need to buy something for $230 or $150 just to hold your phone. It will barely fit any chapstick in there. Molly Anderson, Apple's vice
I just saw that
president
other
of
picture where they had the
industrial
iPhone
design,
and
says this
the
clever
Beats Pro in
extra
there.
pocket exemplifies those ideas and is a natural accompaniment to our products. And you know what I notice about Apple? Every time that they say something is simplicity, just go ahead and tell yourself it's about to be $200+. Because if this is $200 and this is simplicity, we're cooked.
Well, I mean, the thing is that right now, for that, now you're paying for Izumi
a piece of cloth. Accurate.
You don't know
but
nothing
I
about
digress.
Izumi
It says here, created in Japan, the iPhone Pocket is the result of research and development. Y'all did R&D for a sock? Laughable. Apple, I really can't believe y'all. Look at this. Look at it. Apple said they did R&D for this. Research and development. Real life studies. Baby. Instead of it being like a leg warmer, this looks like a phone warmer. Y'all feeling like a phone tortilla. This is a phone blanket. You should have named it iPhone sock, really. Better yet, iSock. Let's get down to availability. It says here, the iPhone Pocket is a special edition release. Don't you feel special? Isn't this so one of a kind? And it says here that customers can purchase the iPhone Pocket, aka the iSock, Friday, November 14th. But it's only at select Apple locations. And I knew, look, this always goes to confirm exactly what I'll be saying. It even says here in the article, and in the US, just in time for the holidays. And right here, it has a list of all the other places that this will be sold at. And I did notice something. They dropping it in Hong Kong, Tokyo, Shanghai, Paris, Seoul, Singapore, Milan, London, New York City, in Taipei. And I feel like this was very strategic on Apple's part. And they said to themselves, let's drop this in the luxury capitals of the world. Where are they going to spend money at? And take another look at it, y'all. But I think if Apple can sell us a $250 sock, aka the iPhone Pocket, they can sell us anything. Where is the limit as consumers draw the line and just say, you know what, who asked for this? We don't need this. I don't need a phone warmer, a phone blanket. But I just know somebody somewhere is going to be like, this is so cute. I need this for Christmas. Can't save them all. And let me go look in the comments because I hope y'all don't let me down. Okay, the first comment here says that Steve Jobs loved this designer. And just a little backstory. It's the same designer that was making crew necks for Steve Jobs. And it's been said that that same designer has made over 100 turtlenecks for Steve Jobs. So this is a real full circle moment for that designer. However, that's between you and Steve Jobs. I'm trying to understand.
I mean, my thing is, Izumi is a big ass name, and the fact that she don't know nothing about Izumi, it kind of throws me off a little bit. But I mean, the price is kind of justified just because of the name. I have a couple of Izumi colognes, and they bang. I mean, I ain't gonna buy none of the clothes because all that shit look a little gaudy to me. But you know, gaudy to me is tame to other people. But I mean, this is ridiculous. But I mean, if you want to say you're using Izumiyaki silks and textiles, then I mean, I can kind of see the justification on the price, I guess. I just ain't no I know iPhone fanboy, so I wouldn't know if that's justifiable enough. I mean, you're already paying, like I said, $2,000 just on the phone, so why not have it be a fashion accessory?
What consumers ask for this.
But this is
and
doom
I understand
spending.
y'all have a personal relationship, and I love that. But I think this is a little much for a knitted sock, and I'm not even into fashion
Doom
like that.
spending.
So I need y'all down below to tell me, is this luxury? Somebody commented,
doom
it's a piece of fabric. Somebody commented, what looks like an old phone or something in a sock. And somebody
That's an
here
iPod.
says, reminds me of the old iPod sock that Apple used to sell. And you know what? I gotta go find that. And this right here, well, tell us how you really feel. So these are the iPod socks. Look familiar? Y'all didn't just try to remix this and then say, oh, this is for an iPhone. I mean, you know what they say? They say everything always comes back in fashion. And here we are. Now I want to see what some of the
exactly
people
what's going
online are saying about this iPhone Pocket.
Hey, if you spend a penny on the iPhone Pocket,
What do you think? Do you like it? Are you a fan?
No. I mean, it literally is just an iPhone sock. I mean, an iPod sock. I remember when those came out. I mean, that's just what it is. Updated version. For
Y'all think he's a fan?
$2,200 phone.
What? I don't think he liked the sock set. I meant the concept. And it's funny that I said
That's
the
weird.
concept, because
It
that's
is
what it's
weird.
feeling like, a con. Because $230 for what, Apple? This comment here says, I had zero clue what an iPhone Pocket was, and now I've lost hope for humanity. If anyone buys this, and you know they will, because this is going to be a status symbol. Everybody wearing this, it's going to be like, yeah, you know I got money. And somebody here commented, they're already sold out. Oh, no, that can't be true. They're not even for release yet. Are they? Could you pre-order them? I don't even want to know. And this comment here says, I got an iPhone
Pre-order.
Pocket. It's called the right pocket of whatever pants I'm wearing. And I agree. You know, it's kind of like these brands be trying to sell you stuff that
Left
already
pocket.
exists. And they slap a label on it. And they're like, a new invention.
Right.
Just like when they tried to sell y'all back Christmas, and then they name it all these different names, and y'all keep falling for the okie doke. Somebody here said,
Ralph
Dr.
Lauren
Seuss
Christmas.
was ahead of his time. What is this? Wait, what is going on? What book was this? Somebody get me up to speed. And I don't know, Apple. I don't think people are feeling it right now, but I know how things change. And I think a lot of people are going to come around.
This new iPhone Pocket has me literally cracking up because what do you mean $130 so someone can easily steal your phone? Like, you're telling me if you had your phone on like a little side sling, someone can't just swoop, 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 take it right out?
Yeah.
I really feel like they're scamming people into getting that so that way more phones get stolen, aka more revenue, because you have to go and buy a new phone every time someone steals it out of your $130 iPhone Pocket.
Wait a minute, she might be onto something. Wait, is Apple setting up the Ollie Oops for crime? For the criminals? I can't
Ollie
confirm nor
Oops.
deny, but this is an interesting conspiracy. Don't you think?
If you actually spend $130 on the iPhone Pocket, then you're past the point of no return. It could be the worst product ever dropped by Apple. If you actually spend
I guess we'll find out come November 14th, right?
Seen that iPhone Pocket sock or whatever. $230 is an outrageous price, but it ain't meant to be an everyday thing. They try and put it out as like a statement piece. That's something that you add on to your outfit, because people gonna know, oh, that's $230 he got around his shoulder, stomach area, whatever. It's like wearing a chain or something. Ugly still, but people not getting, it's supposed to be a statement piece. It's not something you're gonna wear every day for your little phone, cause we got pockets, we got bags and all that stuff. Why would you spend that much money on something like that? It's more of a statement piece.
So
Right.
you mean a status symbol? Because what is the point of buying something. If you just like, it's making a statement. What is the statement? You want to get robbed? You got money? You ain't hurting right now in this economy? You got it like that? I got a good job? I got big girl or big boy
Well, I
money?
mean,
I
no,
don't
it's supposed to be
understand.
used
Whatever
for people
happened
that
to
don't have pockets
functionality?
for whatever
Getting
the fuck they
something
got.
not just because you
Like
need
if you
it,
if you wearing a
we all buy stuff we don't need. But here's the thing. I don't want nobody running out to
outfit
buy
with no
this to make
pockets
a
as a
statement.
woman,
When you're broke in real
you know what I'm
life, you
saying?
don't need to be trying to prove nothing to nobody. You don't need to be using
you're gonna want
Klarna,
that damn
Afterpay,
sock.
Affirm, none of them buy now, pay later options to go get this to make a statement. Because the only statement you making is, I'm done. I'm gonna go into debt for whatever new release is dropped. And I'm not gonna think twice about it. Because everybody else around is gonna know this means I got it when I really don't got it. And you know what, Apple? I almost let y'all slide because I said I was gonna look at what type of fabric this is and it better not be polyester. Luckily, I just seen that video and he reminded me. Let me scroll down. Okay, it says what's in the box. iPhone Pocket user manual. I don't even want to ask why you would need a user manual for Apple. You stressing me out. The product specs. Here we go. It is 14% nylon, 85% polyester. Apple, one of the cheapest fabrics, massively produced. We just can't get away from polyester. You know how hard it is to find something that's not polyester nowadays? Trust me, I be looking, and I'm so tired of brands using polyester and then charging y'all are charging $230 for something that's mostly polyester? It's not even wool. You know, some fancy fabric that's like creme de la creme polyester. That's what's wrong with this whole thing. Y'all done got away with this for too long. Selling cheap products and then marketing to the normal everyday consumer as this is luxury. What is luxury about polyester? I'm ready to argue about this in the comments. I don't care if you're a designer brand. If we aren't having a conversation about the actual material being used and the fact that this is cheap, then we're not having a conversation rooted in honesty. The only reason why I could see this would be $230 and be mostly polyester is because of brand association. It's not because the actual product is quality. It's honestly because their name holds weight and they can. And that's actually quite disappointing because I thought y'all was coming better than that. And y'all know the fashionistas already got one and they got the little
I ain't gonna lie to you.
stuff or whatever.
My mom would
you know
love
the
this
accessory
shit. She
needs an
doesn't use
accessory.
iPhones. She doesn't use an iPhone. She's
Like
an
I was saying
Android
earlier,
girly, Galaxy
and this is what
girly.
she got in her bag, in her
And
sock. She got a charger,
she
I think, a little thing of lipstick. Her
She would love
phone,
that because she likes some minimal
another phone.
bags.
You got two phones in her ear pods. Okay, as you can see, all of that stuff is stuffed in there like a stocking because that's probably the same material as what this is, just with two legs.
Yeah.
My
mom would
that
love
you probably
that
can
shit.
tie on the back
I
of
ain't
you.
gonna
And I
flex.
can just see y'all now attaching the little boo-boos. Y'all gonna dress it up and y'all gonna make it make sense. But this don't make no sense to me. The thing is mesh too. I want to know, because this is polyester and it already has holes in it, and then some of y'all are very rough with your stuff, how would this product perform long term? And some of y'all gonna overstuff it. You gonna have holes all in your eye pocket. Or your iPhone pocket, whatever this called. I just really think that if I see somebody with their phone hanging out of their purse like this, you don't like to have nice things. I'm just convinced. Don't let Apple get you messed up out in these streets. Some people are hungry right now. And this
I
is
ain't gonna lie,
food
that
for
looked
them.
kind of cool compared to what I was thinking.
Risk. Tie your eye pocket with your iPhone in there. Some of y'all got the 17, y'all got the latest iPhone. Okay, I don't got nothing wrong with that. But you need to have situational awareness. I'm just pointing it out. And I need to know what y'all think about this one down below. This is an interesting one. Will y'all be buying the iPhone eye pocket, Apple eye sock? I just can't. It actually
Apple
looks like
eye
a sock.
sock.
If y'all think it doesn't look like a sock, comment down below. Tell me, is it just me? Tell me I'm not fashionable. Tell me whatever. But I'll tell you this. We got to start making better decisions today in order to have a better future.
All right, we got another social Simone, and then we gonna get up out of here. Gotta get up out of here. It's the Starbucks teddy bear cup, which is insane too right now. That shit's insane. Like we're literally going. This is the doom spending that I was talking about there. It's a recession, and we out here worried about this kind of stuff.
They're refusing to give me the bear.
I waited on the corner of a Brooklyn street, freezing cold, when I have work in the morning. Honestly scared for my life. I did have pepper spray in my hand. But he...
Oh, I can't believe I got scammed. I can't believe I got scammed. All for that stupid bear.
We got another one here being sold for $3,000.
So I got terminated from Target for buying the barista cup. I'm trying to become a content creator now that I'm jobless.
Even though we were just here a few days ago talking about the viral
buying
barista
fucking
cup, aka the
$3,000
Starbucks teddy bear cup,
cups.
and how it completely broke the internet, we're back because the aftermath is out of control. Not only were people literally fighting over this cup, but the resellers and the scammers have come out in full effect to profit off of the fact that a lot of people are obsessed with this barista cup. Y'all feeling like the people back in 2007 on Black Friday. And I'm not even being funny by saying that. This woman right here from Brooklyn says that she was scared for her life with pepper spray on hand, but she was still out in these streets trying to get the teddy bear cup.
I have been obsessed with these bear cups since I saw them, and I was like, I need to get my hands on a bear cup. So I called every Starbucks that it was possible for me to drive to days before these things got released. I found one that was nowhere near I lived, but the manager said employees are not allowed to buy the bear cups or any of our holiday collection unless they are online with everyone else.
Right.
And assured me, my friend called, my mom called, I called. We all made sure, like, whoever's there first, the line gets the bear cup. So I picked my friend up at 2 a.m. We are the first people at Starbucks.
2 a.m.
Look at y'all looking happy and cold.
Crazy.
We got there way too early because the workers showed up at like 4:15 and we were still the only ones online. So people start to get there about 4:30 and we're like, okay, they want the Hello Kitty stuff. We want the bear cup. There's 2 bear cups, me and my friend. Like, we're good. Everyone's happy. Everyone's gonna get what they want. So 5 minutes before the doors open, one of the workers opened the door and said, I'm just letting you guys know, like, I'm gonna be buying the bear cups and the Hello Kitty plushes. So you might want to try another Starbucks, that we're wasting our time. I said, I've been here since 2:15 in the morning, which you knew, because when I watched you guys walked in to your shift, I told you as a joke, like, I've been here all night, proud, camping on the streets of Brooklyn, honestly scared for my life. I did have pepper spray in my hand, but he didn't care. He just closed the door and didn't care. Mind you, the supervisor on shift said before she was walking in that employees weren't allowed to buy them because of everything with the whole Stanley Starbucks scandal, that employees can't sell it out before the line has the chance to get it. So basically, they kept the doors locked until after 5, and the worker purchased it at 5 while we were outside, which I have video of, and bought the bear cups while it was freezing cold outside watching. So then the doors open. I run inside like a psycho. I'm 26, sprinting to the back. Maybe there's hope there's a bear cup. And there was no bear cup. He did buy them off of the shelf.
26, by the way. Grown adult, by the way. Just wanted to point that out.
So I was mad.
Right.
They clearly broke a rule. You were not allowed to do that. Employees were not allowed to buy it. You were not online. I waited all night in the freezing cold of Brooklyn. This is, by the way, it's like 7413 3rd Avenue in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, this Starbucks location.
Scared for her life, by the way, with the pepper spray on deck. Not too scared to be on these streets about the teddy bear cup. I'm just pointing out the obvious.
Workers proceeded to say that this worker that purchased it was the first one online. Like, I have video footage, and Starbucks has video footage. And we know you weren't there online. Like, come up with a better law. But yeah, they did not care and sold it out before the doors opened, breaking the rules, which they knew. Yeah, so I didn't get my bear cup. I waited on the corner of a Brooklyn street with my friend in the freezing cold when I have work in the morning and worked all day, had not slept, to not get a bear cup. So I feel so defeated, and I feel so weird, and I feel so upset over this bear cup.
Do you feel goofy? I'm just asking because, so you mean to tell me you had a sleepless night? You was out there stressed, scared for your life, knowing you had to be at work, but you said, you know what? It's the latest drop from Starbucks. This makes sense. I'm 27. By the way, not that it should matter, just pointing it out. And I gotta go to work tomorrow. But this thing here, life or death, gotta be life or death to be on the mean street
of Brooklyn,
ready to spray the boogeyman with your pepper spray. Cause you know, nothing good happens at night, but the Starbucks cup, the latest, viral, limited edition Starbucks teddy bear cup is a need, not a want. and you had to fight for your life on the mean streets of Brooklyn for a $32 cup. How dare they disrespect you like that by not allowing you to get first dibs? It's truly a catastrophe, don't you think? Not that we have bigger problems going on in the world or anything. Not that when people are really scared to be in the streets, when the sun ain't shining, they really don't be out in these streets, right?
Stretching
not over no
Starbucks.
damn
Still love the bear
Starbucks
cup.
cup.
I hate it, but I love it and I want it. But I don't have it. But if you're seeing this, I hope your bear cup breaks. That's mean. You're a mean person. But we didn't get mugged sleeping on the streets of Brooklyn, so I guess.
And don't bring Whitney into this, because my good sis would have known better. And another comment says, the government just withheld SNAP benefits, mind you. And another one says, all that for a cup that looks like it's from Five Below. This is the one I really like. It says, I encourage folks to find hobbies outside of consumerism. And Starbucks knows the people love a good trend. And they said, it's almost Christmas time. Let's give them what they want. And you see, Starbucks knew that if y'all wanted to fight, you weren't going to join the military. You were going to go fight at Starbucks at 4 a.m. Some of y'all at 10 p.m. the day prior with a lawn chair to get the latest cup. And since everybody's obsessed with bears now, I said, you know what, let me dress for the occasion. So I'm wearing this. Before this whole viral barista cup trend, the only bears I knew was Winnie the Pooh and Yogi. But Starbucks got a whole bear off.
No, this the same bear that they said that they would rather go kick it with instead of the man.
But in all seriousness, this next story is quite interesting. This is a barista who actually worked at Starbucks. Notice I said the word worked because allegedly she was terminated. It says here on the screen, Starbucks sugar cookie latte using my barista cup. Launch day tomorrow, 11/6/2025. So she had access to this allegedly before it even was sold to the public. And it says in her caption, new barista cup from at Starbucks. And then you added the employer. Girl, I had to give you some tips. Launch day tomorrow. Don't forget to grab yours before they run out. And the reason I said, girl, you should have talked to somebody about this first is because it says here in this comment exactly what I was thinking. If launch day is tomorrow, then how do you have one? Now, for all of the mad customers, I say this is a valid complaint. They go on to say, I guess that explains why so many people are being told they're sold out as soon as the stores open because the staff bought them out first. And honestly, in the first video that I showed you all, we did see a lot of this happen. We have many videos like this. This is apparently a Starbucks employee, and I don't know who that man is with him, but people were saying all of the people in the video got first dibs on the cups. And I'm not saying this to put any blame on the employees. I'm actually reading the caption. It says here, woke up early, waited in line, only to see the Starbucks employees buying all the limited edition cups before the doors were opened. I visited 4 plus stores and watched this happen.
Yeah, I mean that's the same backdoor action that's been going on with Jordans and shit, man. It's been going on for a minute. Everybody know.
Happen over and over. Is this fair, Starbucks? Do better. But hold up, I want to know about the girl who got terminated. Do you think she knew better?
Hey everyone, so I saw my video, got a lot of likes because I got terminated from Target for buying the barista cups. So yeah, I read a lot of the comments and a lot of people are confused how I did not know many of my team leads and how did I not know the policies. Well, I did not know. When I met with my HR leader, she did not discuss not even benefits, nothing with me. I was basically just watching training videos. It was 101. I got hired on the spot. Then I got the orientation. The orientation, they did not went over anything with me. Like not many things. I was not informed as I should be. A lot of people are saying, oh, there's a lot of like things that you did wrong. Well, I'm not saying I'm right. I never stated that I was right. I never said I was a victim. I took 100% responsibility on what I did. And I do accept the decision that was made that I got terminated. I'm not fighting that. I'm trying to become a content creator now that I'm jobless, you know.
Now you trying to... Look, I'm not mad mad at anybody trying to become a content creator.
Goofy
I don't want to get that mixed up. But what is actually sending me is the fact that she took this opportunity with the cup in hand, mind you. Like, you know what?
With
Content creation is for me. And I don't know if she's been doing content creation, but a lot of people in the content creation field will tell you it's up and down. Do you already have a following? Or are you trying to get a following because you got fired from Target, wherever you was working at, over this cup? And I'm all for capitalizing off a moment, y'all. But what if the content creation thing don't work out the way you think it's gonna work out?
Right.
And you over here with this cup in hand, like it's your prized possession, talking about when you did your orientation, essentially didn't nobody tell you the rules? But it's like, ain't you supposed to be paying attention to the video? I don't know. It's a lot going on here. This comment here says, Target employee here. The purchase policies regarding an employee are posted all over the office. Ma'am, they're not trying to help you beat the allegations. And somebody here is saying, girl, enjoy your cup. Another job will find you. Good luck. And trust me, I don't wish anybody to be fired, especially not in this economy. But I will say this, social media and the viral trends are affecting people so much that they are getting fired from their jobs. In a time where a lot of people can't afford to be fired. People are being fired for recording at the jobs, for buying merchandise before it's released to the public, breaking company policy. And I would just urge everybody to think about your livelihood. Think about how you will be able to survive if you lose your job whenever you are doing anything that involves your job, your livelihood, how you pay your actual bills in real life, and social media engagement. Because if we're honest, a lot of y'all are doing these things for social media.
Right.
You're likely trying to grow a following. Nothing wrong with that. But when you mix your job with the two, it can get a little sticky. I don't want to see none of y'all get fired like this woman was here and then say, well, I didn't know about the company policy. That's allegedly posted on the wall, girl. I can't confirm nor deny. But you holding the cup as evidence when you bought it before it was released to the public. Judge Judy wouldn't be proud. And I know a lot of y'all would be like, imagine getting fired over a cup. It's just a cup. And I agree, it is just a cup. But y'all been watching online. Y'all see how crazy people have been going over this cup these last couple of days? I mean, look how y'all are acting.
So, after freaking 5 Starbucks, waking up at 4 a.m., seeing the bear cup before my eyes and not getting it because there was a person in front of me who got it, and apparently they only had one freaking cup at the North Campus of Michigan, 0 at State Street, and then like there were like 8 people in Ipsy when I arrived, and then another one, I saw like 4 people, and I was like, nah, I'm not
Wait, there's a standalone Etsy store?
We ended up in Canton, Michigan, and we were there, camped outside for an hour and 10 minutes in the cold. But guess what? We got it! And I'm so happy. So, after freaking 5...
This how y'all coming. Adults, by the way. Adults.
Right.
And as if the last Starbucks employee getting fired wasn't enough, we also have the ones online that are just kind of like taunting y'all. I don't know if these type of videos are the exact reason why a lot of the customers are so mad at the baristas.
Crazy work.
I waited outside of my Target Starbucks for the last hour and a half before it opened. It was a family of 5 and a coworker in front of me. No backdoor methods, no cheating, we got the cup. But then, there's this finance bro looking dude standing far from the distance from the line saying, hey, I'll buy the cup off of you. He says 50, 100, 200, 300, and an elderly lady part of the family said, I'll take 300. So boom, 7:30, 7:45, 7:55, one of the executive team leaders comes out and says, don't come in, don't rush, don't do no bullshit. Mind you, there's now 20 people in line, and this guy is trying to act like he's part of the first 10. Comes in shoving people and trying to rush to the front, and then my manager asks us to form a line, so we do. And this guy is acting like he's behind me. The other executive team leads check on the cameras. They know that he came late. They know he didn't wait 2 hours like all of us at the front. He's all like, I checked my alarm, look at my alarm, I woke up at 5. Brother, I have pictures of you. You did not wait in line. So then he pulls out his camera and he's recording, trying to act like he's in the right, acting like we're refusing service for him for no reason. And I'm laughing at him. And then he was trying to guilt trip one of the people in line, the last person, saying, oh, who are you getting it for? This loser tries telling him, oh yeah, but my girlfriend, she's pregnant, she really wants this cup. In the end, we don't care.
This is a lot. And I just need to know because I came across another video online.
Too damn much. Over a cup.
And something tells me this is the guy that he's talking about.
We're not in line. Can you show me the cameras, please?
I cannot show you the cameras.
Okay, then how can you not show me the cameras? You're claiming I wasn't here, but you can't even show me the cameras.
And the reason why I'm saying this gotta be the guy is because his caption over here says, I was trying to buy my pregnant girlfriend the barista cup from Starbucks and they refused me after waiting since 5:30 a.m. Sounds very familiar with the guy who just had that other story. But I don't know, might be a lot of pregnant girlfriends out there. Ooh, but I hope not.
I'm not gonna be able to let you cut in front of all these people because the other people
Cut in front of who? I was here.
They were
I was here at
already in
5:30.
line outside.
I've been
You were
sitting in
not
my
standing
car.
in line. You were
I
in
sat
your
in
car.
car
I
at
can see you in your
5:20.
car. You were
At
not in
5:30,
line.
I came into line. They could say anything they want because they're not going to get a cup.
I understand.
All right, you could take photos. You could take photos. You could take photos.
Wow.
I'm not disturbing anybody. Trust me. I'm being very, very respectful.
This is crazy.
Sir, we can't serve you.
They're refusing to give me the bear. I was here at
She's
5:30.
waving.
Same as everybody else in this line. They're refusing to give me the bear. Smile for the camera. Yeah. Oh, Karen. Relax, Karen. They should have lined up at the entrance, not the exit. All right, but there's only one more bear left, anyways. None of you guys are getting a bear, anyways. You're getting the bear though.
It's for one crazy that so many people are lined up, but then y'all had people cutting in the line. Allegedly, I don't know if you really cut in the line. That's just what these people here are saying. These was not the comments I was expecting under this video. Don't make me side with a man. And then somebody underneath said, how are you gonna attack him for the way he's behaving? Because all I see is him standing up for himself and being respectful while doing it. His pregnant wife deserves everything wonderful, including that little cup. Oh my gosh, ma'am,
Lord
that was
have
his
mercy.
pregnant girlfriend, not his pregnant wife. But I understand he wanted to bring back the
Big
trophy.
difference.
And I don't even see nothing wrong with standing on business in principle when you're in the right. Sir, it didn't look like they was giving you this cup. And I just gotta wonder, does anybody feel embarrassed, like secondhand embarrassment for these people? Because when you think about it as a whole, it's still over a cup. I understand people stood in line. Some people might feel cheated. People are using legalities like I was technically here, but I was here in line. And like, I'm not understanding why y'all are acting like this is life or death. And to make matters worse, yes, the resellers are involved. People have been taking these teddy bear cups and selling them
limited
online.
edition,
This
it's
cup
gonna be
here
a
is going
fucking-
for the
it's gonna
low
be a
price
reseller
of
situation.
$999. I know what you're thinking, Simone. That's a little unreasonable. There is no way people are buying it for that price. Well,
Yeah,
look
they
at
are.
this one here. And this is all on eBay, by the way. This seller has 100% positive reviews. He got them going for $79.99 a pop. And though they were only bought for around $32, this seller, for some reason, has been able to successfully sell around 56. Sir or ma'am, where did you even get 56 of these from? Because from what I was seeing, most stores only had like 2 to 3, maybe 6 at the most. How did you get 56? So I said, Simone, look a little further, because where is the Starbucks logo on this teddy bear? Sir or ma'am, did you go to Amazon and get the dupe and now you're trying to sell it to people for $79.99?
Yep.
Now, I don't know.
Yep.
I'm just saying, I'm
That's
looking
what I
at the
would do.
pictures. Where is the Starbucks logo? I don't see it. And technically, is this false advertising? It says here at the bottom, 2025 Barista Bear glass jar cold cup tumbler with straw. New limited edition. But I didn't see the word Starbucks on there. So are y'all getting swindled? And I'm about to pull up the Amazon price too. But before I do that, let me continue going through these prices. We got another one here being sold for $3,000.
Yeah.
This one here is going for $500 and it
Dang.
says South Korea edition. What does that even mean? Because this looked the same as all the other ones. And last but not least, this is an actual bid that is still ongoing on eBay for the Starbucks 2025 Barista Bear Glass Jar Holiday Christmas Edition. And it says here, y'all currently got the bid at $250. With 34 bids. That tells you how much people are actually willing to pay for this cup so far. $250. Mind you, this cup was only $32. And I know a lot of y'all can't stand the resellers,
10x.
but I just have to ask, if we know that a cup that is actually $32 can be resold on the market for $250, would you rather collect the cup? Or would you rather sell the cup? Because we gotta be honest, a lot of people need money right now. And if somebody has the money and they're willing to pay this amount and stand out in the cold and knuck if you buck out in the streets before the sun is up over a teddy bear cup, is it wrong if they sell it for this price? And what's wild is some of y'all are crazy enough to buy this cup
That's
for
insane.
$250 when you could go right over here on Amazon and get you this same looking cup for $29.99.
Same price that you would get it for from the Starbucks. Straight up, same price that you would get it for at the Starbucks. All it just doesn't have the Starbucks logo on it, which you can really add yourself. Honestly, right? I mean, you can add the Starbucks logo. I mean, it wouldn't be like legit, but you can just like use a printout. I mean, like a sublimation printer, and just get a sticker and put it up there. Right? Or am I tripping?
Funny enough, this cup is #1 in new releases, as you can see right here. And it looks exactly like the cups y'all are going crazy over, except I'm not seeing the Starbucks logo. And you want to know what's also interesting? It says the first date available for this product was November 7th, 2025. It's almost like somebody knew that y'all were going to act crazy over those limited edition cups and said, hold on, I'm about to make some money. But instead of some of y'all saying, I don't need the cup, I don't need it, you went to Facebook Marketplace and you said to yourself, you know what? Gotta be somebody around here selling the cup. This is what's happening.
I can't believe I got scammed. I can't believe I got scammed! That stupid Starbucks bear cup, right? Obviously, I didn't wake up early enough this morning to get it myself. Went to Facebook Marketplace to see if I can find one for a good price from someone who's reselling it, right? Found a listing, asked if it could be shipped. Person said, yes, it can be shipped. Just let me know where to. I sent them my address. They sent me a picture of them with the bear cup. And then to make sure, I asked, hey, can you send a picture of yourself holding up 3 fingers just to make sure you're, legit. They did. They sent a picture with 3 fingers. Then they sent a picture of them at the UPS store. Well, not them in the UPS store, but a picture of the UPS store. I said, excellent. I'll send them money. I'll send half of it now, half of it after you send me the receipt with the tracking number. They sent me the tracking number. I put it in to track it. It said like error, whatever. So I sent a screenshot to that person and they were like, oh, that's really weird. I don't know, maybe wait a few minutes. You don't have to send the other half just now. You can wait until it refreshes and says that's shipped to you. Right. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I wait a few hours, I check again, it's still saying the same thing. And they're like, yeah, I went back in and they said that there's like something going on with the UPS store, systems are down or whatever. And I'm like, okay, I'm believing this girl. I'm believing this lady right now. Then I think about it and I go back to check the listing because whenever someone sells something, it says sold on Facebook Marketplace, right? The listing is still up and I messaged them again and I was like, hey, are you going to change it to sold? It's still not changed to sold, so I think I got scammed. And now I'm thinking the pictures were AI. Oh, it totally was. All for that stupid bear. I never want to see that bear cup ever again.
We as a society, we're just desperate. We're thirsty, no pun intended, because this is about a cup. On Facebook Marketplace, because though you weren't crazy enough to get up at the wee hours of the morning before the birds were chirping and say to yourself, I'm going to stand in line to get this cup, you said, I missed it. I'm gonna go to Facebook Marketplace, where all the scammers be. Do y'all know how many scammers are on Facebook Marketplace? I digress. You go on there and give them half of the money. No product in hand. And AI is getting serious, y'all. And they done ran off on the plug twice. You steady calling? They ain't calling back. All for a bear. And I know a lot of y'all are looking for a deal on Facebook Marketplace, but this ain't the time. Because the resellers and the scammers ain't playing with y'all. Fortune actually just released this article a few days ago stating this. In this Fortune.com article, it states that people were able to resell these online and the prices they were able to list it for were more than $300 and even up to an eye-popping $50,000. Some of y'all are obsessed. Because why did they even feel comfortable enough to do that? And if we're honest, we know why. Some are reselling the cup for thousands of dollars, and we got other people online getting scammed. They know that people are desperate for these cups. And not only could you possibly find these on Amazon, but there's people online saying, hey, what about this?
You can run right there to TJ Maxx. He only cost $7.99, okay? Now, I really wanted the Starbucks one. But baby, the hell I went through to try to find that doggone teddy bear cup wasn't even cool.
And they don't want that, ma'am. I'm just go ahead and cut it short. They don't want that. if it don't say Starbucks on it, if it's not the limited edition, they not worried about what you can get from Dollar Tree. They not worried about what you can get from Amazon. Some of y'all are actually. But for the most part, people want the limited edition Starbucks one. It's kind of like with the Labubu's. People are like, oh, you rocking the Lafufu. This Labubu over here, that's how y'all are acting about these cups. It's like if you don't have the real deal thing, you can't sit with us. That's how y'all are acting. And some of y'all are so thirsty. Y'all are over here emptying out cookie jars and you're like, hold on, just to get my fix. This is a cookie jar that had animal crackers in it. And it's cute, by the way. But this is actually more original than the glass one. At least it got a little bit of personality and it was huge. But y'all are so obsessed at this point, it's crazy. Y'all are even pulling up to the Starbucks doing this.
To put the iced coffee in here.
I don't think I'll be able to pour it in there, but...
If you take the lid off?
So I can't take the lid off.
Okay.
But if you want to unscrew I don't know if the ice cubes.
That's okay.
Here, I'll do it over here.
That works.
This is a honey jar.
You're right, that's a honey jar.
Y'all are just desperate. And you're just like, oh my gosh, I missed the wave. I missed the trend. I gotta do something. I'm gonna come up with a honey jar. And tell the poor Starbucks employee to put some coffee in there. Ma'am, you already had a cup. This is so performative and annoying to me. I don't know how some of the Starbucks baristas do it. But this right here, I'm like, ma'am, go and get out my line. You doing a lot. My job is to not pour stuff in your cup just because I want it in a honey jar. And I'm going to shove the camera in your face, looking at you like, do the little trick you do. You know where y'all pour the stuff in my cup and I record you without your consent, by the way. While you're at work trying to make a living, because desperate times call for desperate measures. I'm convinced some of y'all have nothing to do.
Insanity.
Because y'all did this last month with the pumpkins and y'all at it again. And it's still giving. Do something strange for a little piece of change because they not getting paid enough for this madness. And I know what a lot of y'all are thinking. What is Starbucks saying about this whole debacle with this teddy bear cup? It actually says here in this Fortune article, Starbucks offered an apology for the limited run of the cup, saying it did not expect it to become so popular. It says, a Starbucks spokesman said in a statement to Fortune, we understand many customers were excited about the bear limited edition cup and apologize for the disappointment this may have caused.
The most popular coffee brand out there.
I think Starbucks knew exactly what they was doing. I think they knew y'all was gonna freak out over this limited supply and y'all was gonna run out to the stores.
Not only that, I guarantee they're gonna bring it back again.
Some of our employees might want first dibs on this cup because it's so little of a supply and they're so cute. I think this was all to cause some controversy and I think it was a great business move and I think it worked. Now, as far as a consumer goes, sucks for y'all. A lot of y'all were talking about y'all weren't shopping at Starbucks and y'all wasn't going to all these places and making people more rich. Y'all sure gave Starbucks a run for their money because y'all sold out the cups and caused all this commotion online in a time where I thought everybody was broke. People were just talking about food stamps being cut off, people losing jobs left and right, not having enough money to afford what I thought was the basic necessities of life, but yet and still, people had all this money to run out for the Starbucks cups. And let's be honest, all of y'all aren't reselling these cups. Some of y'all just love to participate in the consumerism.
What's going on, Uger?
Ravi
How you doing, man?
founder and CEO of product
You actually
design
called me at the end. I'm about to head
Design
out.
said this, in rough times, people look
appreciate
for
you coming
any
through,
level
man. What's
of
going
being
on?
unique, special. They need little tokens. And if it's rare, that makes it even more special. So it's not just about the cup, it's about the psychology. And as much as a lot of y'all don't like Starbucks, Starbucks has mastered the little treat culture. That one small purchase that makes everything feel special, even when everything else around is so expensive. Even if it doesn't fit in your cup holder in your car. And when scarcity meets social media validation, that's when chaos turns into culture. And it really seems like a community event. You know, people lined up outside the store together laughing. Everybody was having a good old time until them doors open and it's every man or woman for themselves.
They pushed my girl.
I think of touching like a stranger, you know? Like,
they pushed her. I told her, we got him. We got him.
So if the pushing and the shoving is worth it and getting cussed out early in the morning, I love that for all of y'all. And it's supposed to be holiday joy, but it's really exposing how miserable and competitive consumer culture really is. Because y'all don't love each other. This status symbol that a lot of y'all are carrying around and loving to flaunt online, by the way, also isn't even safe around some of your family because all they see is dollar signs. No, Rihanna.
Buddy, you're not selling my cup. Is that the new bear cup that don't have yet?
Mind you, this says on the screen, when your husband realizes how much the viral
Yeah, I
Starbucks
try
teddy bear
not
cup
to
is going
scream on my
for?
off days, my work off days.
He might.
Thursdays
So what
and
do we take
Fridays, I
away
try
from this
not to
whole
scream.
teddy bear cup situation?
But,
It shows how far people
yeah,
will go for a little
yesterday
bit of
was
status. We
was
got
ugly.
fired
I woke
employees.
up nasty, so I had to
Fight.
dip out. I
Literal
didn't get a chance to do nothing.
fights in the Starbucks store, scams, resells, and a bunch of bragging all over
But you
these
good
teddy
though,
bear
man?
cups.
How you doing?
And I'm convinced, Starbucks, you knew what you
How
was
goes
doing.
the good fight?
But I need to know down below, would you line up at 4 a.m. for this cup? Do you think that this is just a little trend and it's harmless? Or do you think that people are literally obsessed?
This
So
is
we got to start
doom
making better
spending.
decisions
This is
today
exactly what this
in
is.
order
This
to
is
have
doom
a
spending.
better.
Yeah, they just doing it's doom spending. That's all it is, man. It's not anything up there for anybody that actually gives a damn about life. This is all about trying to be the one person that has something that nobody else has. But I mean, that's just a plight of the human experience, man. I mean, that's just how it goes. That's nice, bro. Same here, bro. I'm saving money too. You know, Visa costs money, plane tickets cost money, everything costs money. yeah, that's for sure, man. Everything is expensive nowadays, dog. It's no longer fun to be part of society. But if you find that one thing that's worth spending money on, man, that's all that really matters. It makes all the difference in the world. But hell yeah, man, go on and do your thing for that Visa, bro, man. Cause I mean, I know it's tough, man, but as long as you get it done the right way, man, you're gonna eventually get what you need out of it and what you want. And you ain't gotta worry about all that extra stuff that you got going on the other side. It's just yeah, man. It's tough sledding all the way around for everybody right now, I think. But it's fit to be the holidays, so you know, spread joy and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, everything going good though, right, man? You ain't catching too many hiccups besides, you know, the money shit or whatever, right? Hopefully everything good. That's what's up. That's what's up. But yeah, man. My boy Uger up in this joint. I appreciate you for coming through, man. I wish I would I could stay on a little bit longer, man, but I gotta go on the slide out, man. I appreciate you for sliding through, man. Every time I've come through, man, and you come through, man, I appreciate you every time, man. We're gonna work something out for showing my appreciation sometime soon. We're getting close to that 100 followers, so we're gonna be giving out some gifts and some prizes when we hit that 100 followers. Okay. You might actually be part of it. I know my boy Life is gonna be in the draw in the raffle for some stuff. We're gonna try to raffle off some stuff when I come back from this vacation later on next month, when pockets start acting a little bit regular again. But until then, you know, man, shit, it is what it is, man. We're gonna try to make sure everybody have a good time still, either way it go. Definitely all love. Man, straight up, man. Love, dog. Love, man. But anyways, man, we're gonna go on and get up out of here. I gotta do my regular sign out, man. You know what it is, man. Be easy, y'all. Be safe out there, man. Praise to the Most High. And if you make some money when I'm not around, make sure y'all bring the receipt so I know you're you know what I mean? Peace. I'll see everybody next time, man. I appreciate y'all for showing up, man. Appreciate you, Uber. Man, be safe out there and keep your head up, man. Keep working hard, man, because you're gonna get it.